And welcome back to this week's episode of Campaigns of the Plains. We are playing D&D this week again. Who wants to recap what we did last week?
Lucian shot first.
Yes. Yes, that is accurate. Does anyone have notes? Otherwise, I can...
I have notes!
Okay.
I have exactly 4 notes!
Okay.
My notes are titled Short Take Express.
Okay.
If that gives you any hint of what happened. First note, a quote from Lucian, fucking make it dead anyway.
I don't remember that.
Me neither. That's okay.
And
I'm excited to work on this so I can do that.
Or to remember what it is.
and weird sexual tension?
Question mark.
I don't remember that either.
I remember that.
There's tension?
I don't remember that.
You were like, so Lucian, are we gonna fuck, basically? But you didn't say that.
Oh.
You're like, I'm strangely attracted to Lucian.
Sapphire was flirting with,
Yep.
yeah. Sapphire is just a flirt. There's no intention behind it.
And Rosemary was getting jealous.
Yeah.
She was the only one.
Yeah, I don't either.
All I know is someone tried to give away my boots.
Oh,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You tried to give those to Onyx, right?
Yeah, he didn't want them. They weren't his aesthetic.
No.
Lucian shot first.
Yep.
Dominic forgot so hard he dead. And then I made a dead kitty face,
Yeah.
even though he's not a cat.
What did you cast on him? I couldn't remember what you cast.
It was the...
It was my arrow from my
that's what it
quiver,
was.
and it made him forget everything from the last
Because
minute.
I remember that. I was like, oh, what spell did she cast? I was like,
Yeah,
it wasn't
nothing.
Feeble Mind. It wasn't... I couldn't remember
cast
how.
I didn't cast anything. It was the arrow.
You cast an arrow.
The wild
Yeah.
magic arrow. Yeah. That's all the notes that I took. That's all I got, guys.
So to fill in some blanks,
There's lots of
Onyx escorting Sylris specifically said, hey, I'm planning on going up to the mountain, the castle on the mountain with Sylris. Would you like to come with? I can give you uniforms that make you look like your guards. So you guys all went. You met Dominic as well as some werewolf guards, and you were in the throne chamber as they were talking, and I guess Lucian was like, fuck it, why aren't we just gonna do this? So in the middle of the conversation, he just shot Dominic, which of course infuriated him, and a fight broke out.
I believe it enraged him.
It definitely did enrage him, you're correct. Yes, there was a skirmish. You guys managed to take down Dominic and start a fire in the process. You did hear about a blighted tree that was found on a mission by the were creatures that there was supposed to be an exchange of some sort of stone for said information, but that was right when Lucian attacked, so you know about that as well. But you guys will drop you right as combat ended. You're in this large throne room, like hundreds of feet wide and long. There's a set of double doors that you came in that is currently locked and being tried to be bashed in by several guards. The throne and a large backdrop, think like in like a theater, like a large like velvet curtains, correct, that have been lit on fire. There are sets of glass in the far wall that are covered by curtains at the moment that Chatz would know is a possible exit point, as well as Chatz would also know that there is a set of servants' entrance on the far back side of this big room past the burning curtain. As soon as let me grab those notes. As soon as Rosemary sees that combat has ended, she's gonna cast Rary's telepathic bond on all of you, which allows you to communicate telepathically for, let me get the duration. I believe it's an hour. Yes, it's an hour. And as she finishes the spell, you all hear in your head, just in case if we all get, split up for any reason, this will be very useful for convening. It is you, 5, and her are the only ones that you know of that are connected.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing? What's the plan?
I'm going to telepathically tell the party, I guess. There used to be a door behind this tapestry. Unfortunately, it's on fire right now.
Wait.
As you're conversing, you see Sylris and the two guards, as well as Onyx. The two of the guards that are with Sylris start rummaging in their
Shit,
pouches.
is that a demon?
Yes. Start rummaging in their pouches for something, and Sylris walks over to one of the guards that.
Ray of Frost at the tapestry.
Okay.
I'm just jumping in. I don't fucking acting quick.
There is the fire had hit a large portion of the tapestry, so you might have to do it a couple times to try and put that out. But you can definitely start that. Cool. Sylris, as the guards are digging in their satchels,
How tall is the tapestry?
Like hundreds of feet.
Oh.
Like it is. This is a very large tapestry. It's just like a thick, velvety type of cloth. But it's not like a depiction mural or anything like that. But it's definitely like a backdrop. As they're searching in their bags, Sylris walks over to one of the guards that you guys took down that was standing next to Dominic and starts rummaging in the guard's bag.
Should we probably move Dominic over here?
Yeah. I'll go loot him, and since I killed him.
Okay. Just another reminder. As you guys are talking, and they're doing their scavenging. It sounds like a large group of guards seem to have convened in that
Does one of
the hallway,
and
they're just like.
Does one of the guards that are dead have like a sword or an axe on them?
Yes, they would definitely have.
Are the doors like double doors with handles that pull inward?
Yes.
I'll go slip the axe through the door.
Okay, sounds good. So you're gonna go try and fortify that door. Okay, sounds good. It definitely. So as you're walking over,
No, I mean, for this guard, away.
But they're behind the door.
Correct.
Yeah.
So as you go over to this to fortify this door, you can definitely see parts of this thick wooden door have started to crack at the seams, as well as at where the hinges where it is locked.
Can we just jump out the window?
Are you saying that out loud or in your head?
In my head.
Okay.
We're several feet up. We'll definitely take damage.
Can't you climb?
I believe you have the highest perception.
I can't.
You and Rosemary would probably lock
no
eyes
one else
and
is.
see Sylris pull out what looks like a thick parchment that was in the satchel of the werewolf guard that was next to Dominic.
What have you got there?
And Sylris almost looks surprised that you're paying attention to him. He's like, oh, nothing. And he unfurls it, and you can see with your very high perception, it looks like a map of some sort.
Did I loot Dominic?
You can. Let's see how much money he has on him.
Woo! Money!
Oh my god.
He would have a coin purse on him.
Yay! I'll take it. My money.
He has. Oh, that's only 19. Sorry, I thought it was 91. It is 19 platinum.
Oh
Platinum.
shit.
That's all.
38 gold.
She did have taken that too.
That's fine.
Lose the bodies, mine.
Mine.
Yeah, I got
And 77 copper. No silver.
duh.
Yeah, duh.
He would have a large, like I said last time, a large Buster Blade, very heavy looking sword. What's your strength?
My strength is +2, 14.
Unfortunately, you are not strong enough to lift this.
Hey! Who's strong? You strong?
I'll walk over and try and pick it up.
What's your strength?
Are you the true and rightful
17.
king? Can you lift a sword?
It's
17?
17.
You definitely struggle to lift it, but you're dragging it behind you. This thing,
Just put it in the bag of holding. We'll just take it.
it is way too big for the bag of holding. It is taller than Chatz himself.
Are you big? Are you strong?
The fuck?
He's a
do you
wizard.
think I am.
He's a lanky little.
Oh, so maybe we just.
Oh,
He's
my
not- Rosemary actually is slightly weaker than Chatz. So Rosemary will like.
But she's proficient in heavy weapons.
Hey, Onyx, make yourself useful.
Yeah.
Oh, Onyx, he's here too.
Yeah.
So Onyx goes over and looks at Rosemary and like grab it on both sides. Like this again, this is huge. Like both of them have to carry
could
it.
you guys just real quick cleave that head all the way off, please?
Oh, Onyx would have finished cleaving the head.
Open your bag.
It's definitely not gonna fit that head. It's definitely the. Are you talking about the bag of holding? It's a 10 foot.
Yeah, it is. It's like a 10-foot
No.
opening.
No.
It's gaping.
Three.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
it had a big
But
opening.
three-
You always
would
think
fit-
it's huge.
I do.
I appreciate that when people think it's huge.
Yeah.
But 3 feet would fit a head.
Yeah, 3 feet would fit a head,
A huge sized creature's
too. He's
head?
not huge. He's almost
Oh, he's large. He is large. You are correct. So I will let you
Do we
take
need the head?
Stomp on
Yeah,
top.
Yeah.
I want the head. I want the head. That could be useful.
Yeah,
I
just like a
throw-
garbage
yeah.
can, you're just like...
I'm
not
stuffing
against
it.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we throw the head into the bag of holding.
You're not against head?
Yeah.
And
I'm
I
on
take
that.
all of his money, and then I go.
I've had some complaints. Not me, but like I have
Sure.
So we gotta get out of here, though, guys. Also, pleasure to meet you, what's his name?
Sylris.
Sylris.
Yes.
Yeah.
After Sylris.
How ironic that his name is Sylris. The were creatures are not like
No-
Sylris.
no V.
Sylris.
Sylris.
Oh,
Not
that's a weird-
Sylris.
Oh, that's my guy.
Anyway, so as you guys were talking and cleaving ahead and searching the body, the two elvish guards have grabbed what looks like feathers out of their.
Featherball.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's
Hey,
As
time
you
to
can
jump
probably
out the
guess,
window.
you wouldn't know that, but
That's why I didn't say it in character.
right. Out of character, you know that, but yeah, in character, they grab their feathers and look at Sylris, and they look at the group of you and say, "Shut."
As I'm like shooting ice
Right.
lasers at this fucking
Hey,
fire, like
could you
I
just
thought that's what I was.
like? Can't you just blow on the window?
The windows are closed, like the curtains are closed, but it's not on fire.
Oh,
So,
but is the window open?
no, as far as you know, they're
The window
closed.
open, I'll go over to the window and try to open it.
Okay. So you run over. Again, this entire time the door is being banged on, but reinforcing it seems to
What a
have helped.
Are we doing that? That was my
Wait,
plan.
wait. I've got a better idea.
But
Why
I
don't
thought
we-
he said that we should use this
Yeah.
exit way.
Here's what we do. We give him a false trail. We open the windows, leave them open, thinking that we went out the window, take the back door.
When the fuck did this one get smart?
He's very smart.
Y'all have been selling
I'm
yourself
gonna
short
go
to
check
me, and
behind the
it's-
tapestry and make sure the door is still there after 250 years.
Okay. So you go and inspect behind the tapestry. It is dark back here. There's no light source, but
Right.
with your dark vision, you see it does continue on. It does go past your dark vision, though. So
Okay.
you can't see the other side.
Do you know? Does this path lead out of the castle?
He would know that this path does not lead directly out of the castle. It goes into the kitchen, which then goes to a large dining room, which then goes to the main hallway that you guys came in.
Isn't it just faster to jump out the window?
I was offering an option.
I open the windows.
Okay, so you fling open the windows. I mean, you can see out, like, the cityscape is beautiful. It's midday. There's several smoke piles coming from various homes. I mean, it is a bustling city. It seems like from here you would not be able to see the entrance. You would see just, like, pretty far down, there are some grass that has been growing up here. No trees or anything to jump into, but it's probably a good, like, 60, 70 feet down. And as you push open the doors, Sylris, like, walks right next to you and just jumps out, as well as the two guards.
I turn around to my friends and give a thumbs up, and I'm like, "Let's go."
Leave that door open.
Okay.
Where's my brother?
He would be jumping with Sylris.
Okay. Hey, wait! Don't jump. You don't need that feather. Give it to one of my friends.
Both the elvish guards have already jumped.
Yeah, but my brother hasn't jumped.
Correct. He doesn't have a feather.
How come I didn't give you a feather?
I can't guess featherfall.
So they jumped out without.
They jumped out, like, they're-
us.
They're jumped out without you. So if you want
So we
to,
need to take the door down.
No, we don't.
No.
We jump.
Like they're in the process of falling. So I mean, in theory, if you jump
Jump on
right
top of
now, you could be in the feather fall
Okay,
spell.
I
No, I
fucking
thought
leap
you
out the
cast it
window.
and then
No,
I didn't know it was like an area.
It's an
effect.
area.
Yep, it's
As
a.
you're there.
Yep.
I thought
Let's
it was
go!
Is everyone jumping out?
Yeah.
So
I'm-
oh yeah, if I saw them jump, I charged after him.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm going to
Yeah.
be the last one out.
I'm diving to try and see if I can
I'm jumping
jump
after him because I want to know what this fucking stone is that Dominic was asking about.
Did you open the door at the end of, like, in the back? Like, to the servants' entrance?
Yeah, I told you to leave it open.
He couldn't see it. It would be a little trek in to get
Right.
to it.
Can you, if
Um,
he opens that door, can you be the last out and shut the window? So
I will. I will very quickly run to the
Rowan,
end.
You have plenty of time,
Rowan.
especially because you can
Yeah.
slow fall.
When
you're
you
fast.
run
You're
out
fast,
last-
boy.
Shut the window on your way down.
That's my plan.
Okay, perfect.
It's my plan too.
Yeah, that was his.
Okay.
That was his.
You're all like yelling at each other in your head as this is all happening.
I grab your hand and leap out the window with you.
And
Is it slow
Rosemary,
motion as an action?
Yeah.
right? Rosemary and Onyx with the large Buster sword,
Yes.
like jump out as well and fall very quickly because the sword is very heavy.
Alex can levitate. It's fine.
Right. You're jumping. You're jumping as well.
Yeah.
So you're sprinting to the back. You're gonna open the servants' quarters. Okay. It's a set of double doors. You go to open it. It is unlocked. So are you opening it in or out? Like, do you want it to seem like you guys went out
Yeah.
that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, towards it.
They only go one way.
Okay. So you fling the doors open quick, and then you sprint back to the door, the window that you guys are jumping out of. And
Mhm.
as you do, you hear the axe that she put in the door crack, and they are literally seconds away from opening that door.
So I do monk shit, like, out the window. I, like, climb up, just, like,
Oh, yeah.
go sideways on the wall a little bit because I
You can, yeah.
and I like pull the window nice and quiet behind me, and then start to like descend down the side of the wall.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand just to see how quiet you close the window.
Yeah. That's 16 plus 9, so 25.
Oh yeah, you like.
Did I do it?
Yeah,
Did I do it?
It is almost like the wind just blew it effortlessly shut. So, as you guys are falling, you the wind is rushing by you while you're obviously slow falling, so you don't have to worry about it. But you all like feel everything rushing to your head, and as Sylris and the two elvish guards get very close, they snap their fingers and the feathers just float out of their hands for a second, and all of you just instantly feel like you're just slowly floating down, and your feet gracefully touch the ground.
All right, everybody, hoods up. Let's get somewhere out of sight, out of mind, quickly.
I didn't take my cloak off, so I
Yeah.
Hoods up. Let's go.
I'll
Disable
cast
my
pass
helmet.
without a trace.
Okay.
I'll slam my bow on the ground.
Oh yeah,
And
pass out of
without
trace.
trace.
Okay, let's sneak to the back to the inn, maybe, or should we sneak to the?
How many people does that cover?
I want to say it's 10, but let's double check.
I think it's in two.
I'm going to take my crown and put it in the bag of holding, and
Okay.
then put my mask down and my hood up.
Sounds good.
Where should we sneak to? The poor district where?
hold on a second. Sylris, where are you going?
They like as soon as they landed, they've started to run. So if you want to keep up with them, you
Oh,
can.
Oh, we'll
we
just
should do
follow
that.
them. Yeah,
I
we'll just
would
follow
not
them.
have
Yeah.
stopped. Like
Yeah, we'll follow
as soon
them.
as if they started running, I'm right behind him. So.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming you guys are all talking in your head,
Yeah.
so you don't have to be like screaming at each other, like, "Hey, stop! I need to cast a spell" or something.
We're all hoods up, sneak fast in behind Sylris.
Right.
It says each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including
okay,
you.
so
So
there's
there's
no
no
limit.
number.
Everyone.
Hey,
Cool.
everybody, you
So,
guys
sounds
got
good.
a lot of
Yeah,
trays.
and it's a 30-foot
Perfect.
aura.
Okay. Go ahead and everybody roll me stealth checks then with plus 10.
Oh, God, that's 33.
33 as well.
I rolled a 2,
Oof.
34.
so that's just a dirty 20. What?
30, 20.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah. This isn't a 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Not great for Rosemary. Let's see how Onyx. Oh, he got Same thing as Rosemary. Okay.
It's 'cause of
They're
the sword.
carrying the sword.
Yeah.
Right. They definitely seem like they're a little bit slower as they're carrying this large thing, and they're not super stealthy. Because they're just ka-chink, ka-chink, ka-chink,
Guys,
ka-chink.
maybe just throw it into the water or something. Just leave it.
Should we just chuck it right here?
I mean, it's slowing us down. And
It definitely is.
Just throw it.
As they just drop it right where they are.
Just throw it like in a bush or something.
Okay, and so they hurriedly try and like hide it. Definitely in plain sight.
Sure.
But still, their stealth was not great. What do we get?
23.
Oh, for stealth?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 34.
33.
33.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll for Sylris and the guards quick. I'm not worried about them, but let's figure it out. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, they're fine. Sylris seems especially quiet for some reason. Because he got nat 20. So you guys all hurry down to you would know that there was a set of stairs, that double set of wide set of stairs that go down to the entrance of the gate that comes into the castle. And the gate is closed, but there aren't any guards on it. The guards that were on the top that overlook it are not there anymore. You don't know where they went. But you do see as you're running past it, the entrance to the castle, the doors are flung wide open and it looks like chaos inside. But it doesn't seem like they're paying much attention to the outside. So you seem like you're scot-free. So Sylris is the first. Well, you'd probably be the first one down because you're super fucking fast. So you're the first one at the gate. The gate is not locked as far as you can tell. Are you just flinging them?
No, I'm not going to fling them open. I'm just going to open it wide enough for everybody to squeeze through.
Okay, sounds good. So you...
And I'll wait until everybody's through and then close it.
Okay, sounds good. So you quickly but quietly open that door. There aren't any people in the nearby vicinity. It doesn't seem like this is a very busy part of town. But the palanquin with several of the elvish guards are standing there like confused what's going on. But they're trying to like help Sylris and the other two, and Onyx, of course, like get into the palanquin and get safe. But you guys all make it out of the gate. You shut the gate behind you. You are on the other side of that gate now. It seems like everything in town is just as you left it. Sylris immediately runs into his palanquin and like flings open the door, and like you can see. He starts rummaging in a satchel that's in the bag, in his area inside the palanquin. I don't know what it's called. Where he sits and looks out and whatnot. But he starts rummaging around and like he throws the map that he found in that bag as well. And you guys are free to do whatever you'd like. You're, in theory, scot-free.
Well,
what are you doing?
we, he's gonna get blamed for this.
Doesn't matter. I'm going to talk to Sylris.
Okay. He seems very hurriedly busy and like definitely in his own head as you approach. He's like rummaging around and like it seems like he's searching for something in his bag. And as you approach, you don't like startle him, but he acknowledges you. He's like, "What? What do you want?"
I need to know if there's anyone else that's besides Dominic that might want to kill you.
I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of people. I don't know why do you want to?
Is there anyone in particular that might stand out in this particular time that you might be at odds with? Want to make sure that you don't die.
He stopped rummaging for a moment, and he looks at you, like he turns and looks at you with like just a stone cold, no emotion. What? No. What? Why do you ask?
I'm trying to make sure that doesn't happen.
What do you know?
Know that you're, technically speaking, supposed to die soon, and I'd like to make sure that doesn't happen. Now, I suspect that it likely has been taken care of with our friend up there, But I need to make sure that you stay alive.
Lucian?
What?
You're talking telepathically, I'm assuming.
No, I'm walking up into this conversation.
Okay, sounds good.
Telepathically.
Yes.
And then once I get up in there, I'm like, hey, so we were dressed up as his guards, and he was known to have gone in there to meet with Dominic. And now Dominic's dead. He's gonna get blamed for this, which means there is a bigger target on his head. He is in even more danger now.
Yes.
Not necessarily.
Are we... The palanquin isn't moving yet. is
Correct. It is not moving. He was rummaging around in it. He has not gone in. He has not moved it. You
it?
have
Outside
interrupted
the
him.
gate wall?
You're right outside the gate wall, yes.
Out of telepathy.
Okay.
Sylris, we need to get away from this gate wall right now.
Yeah, your friend here told me I'm going to die
Yes.
and interrupted me. We need...
We need to not take this. Grab anything that you think is important and put it on your person. I also
Bring your
need to get
best
my
guards.
dog.
We need to get.
We can't... We're not leaving this here. Like,
This is a target.
You're known to be in this. This is a target. You stay in this palanquin, you're gonna get killed.
We should take side streets. We should sneak out of town.
we're obviously leaving town, but we're not leaving the palanquin.
Well, tell your guards to bring it. But you should not be in it.
Excuse me. I don't really
It'll be
know
a good deterrent. They'll think
I
you're
don't
in
know
it
what
and
title
attack
you
them.
want to go by. I don't bloody care. But you need to learn how to use your goddamn legs. And you're not going to be taking this with you.
He looks at you and just smiles, and he puts a hand on your shoulder and he says, I know, don't worry. I can handle myself. I don't need a adventurer like you taking care
Says
of
the
me.
guy who dies.
Sure, I do.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we have this argument
I'm
away
about to
from
be
the
the
castle
reason.
gates? Listen, away from the castle gates, please.
Sapphire, come over here real quick. I'm standing next to, the gate wall.
Sure.
Be good. Oh.
Still got your, finger paintbrush thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? On this wall, nice and big, right, Chatz the King has returned.
Mm.
Okay. And
I
I
like
draw a
the
little.
song.
I
It
draw a
goes
little
with it.
character figurine of Chatz in his what did Chatz look like in his orange glory, wearing the crown that we took from Dominic.
Mhm.
Um.
Give me a dex check?
Okay.
Yeah. Sleight of hand would not apply, I don't think. So just dex.
Well, I got a +9, so. No, it's +5. Wait, do I get my proficiency?
You're not proficient in drawing, are you?
Can I give you guidance?
I got a natural 1!
Oh.
Well,
It's just stick figures and things
Yeah.
are spelled backwards.
Is Rowan technically assisting
cat is
me?
back.
No, he's not assisting you because you can only paint yourself. I mean, he can tell you what to say, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
Doesn't that count as assistance?
I come up behind her and say, "It's uncanny."
I think it's funnier if you just make it look like a child wrote it. So you're painting and you draw what looks like literally a 5-year-old made a cat and has like a crown. It doesn't really look like what you intended.
The words are there. The message is there.
It definitely has backwards letters and
See.
yeah. Like
I thought that
Chat,
made it more edgy.
like Chatz has like a Q in it for some reason.
Oh, that's not. Sorry, I went that.
Were you trying to do the original Tabaxi?
No,
it
that-
didn't really translate well.
I think I accidentally translated into Draconic.
Mm.
You know, I don't know
That's
why.
not bloody draconic.
It could be primordial.
I think.
Okay, I think we need to get
We
going.
need to get out of here.
As you were drawing on the wall, Sylris did have his guard pick up Palanquin. He is not in it, and he will just whoosh his hand over his face, and he will cast a spell on himself to make himself look like a guard.
That's good, I like it. You're really fast, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. I need you to go back to the inn, because we're not heading back that way. At all. And I need you to give my dog a message.
Is your dog gonna listen to me?
You will if I give you a code.
Okay.
You can read, right?
That's rude.
I don't know if people read in this time period. I'm fucking sorry.
She just wrote words. Not well.
Nobody can read what that is.
There's words.
I'm stressed, okay?
Yeah, she just killed someone.
I get my word letters mixed up when I'm stressed.
Yes,
I'd rather ask the question than assume. Anyway, here you go. Just read this off to him when you get there.
Alright.
Where is he going to meet us?
Where are you?
He'll give you something in return. Just make sure you keep it on you. Do not lose it.
No, but where is Rowan going to meet us? Where are we going? What's our plan here?
You can telepathically communicate over any distance. So
Oh, never mind.
So you can talk to each other. Let me double
I'm in the
check.
city?
Yes. At this point,
Can
we
communicate whether
actually-
over any distance, though it cannot extend to other places.
We have allies in the guild, in the rebellion. We should go there.
we
It
just
only
need
lasts
to
for
get-
an hour, though.
We just
Keep
need
in
to
mind.
get him out, and then we're coming back.
Okay.
I've already disappeared into the crowd.
Okay.
You
walking.
help him. You two. No, you and him maybe help him get out of the city. You and I should go to the rebellion.
I'm
Give
also,
him his head.
I am
Get shit
getting rid
started.
of this guard shit, and I'm
Yes.
pulling my coat back
Yes,
out
we
of
can
my
do that.
pouch.
Okay, Chatz and I
Oh,
are
your futuristic cloak.
Yeah.
Split the party.
Okay.
Let the party.
Chatz
Okay.
and I are going to the rebellion. The head of the rebellion. in town.
God, that sounds like so much fun, but I've got to make sure he doesn't die.
Oh, meet us there. I'll tell you. He knows where. He knows the way. The way.
You would hear as they start moving the palanquin. You wouldn't because you're gone. You would hear Sylris in a different voice, obviously, say, "We can make it to the tree before sundown."
Tree striding.
Which tree are you talking about?
It's not the corrupt tree,
Oh,
right?
that almost sounded...
Are you approaching him and asking him? So he will immediately look at you, and again, he doesn't look like himself. Like his mouth matches what he's saying, but he has like a much higher voice, and he's a lot more jovial. To obviously be completely different from himself, and he's like, yeah, the corrupted tree that we just heard Dominic tell us about. Yeah, we have to handle that tonight, so the corruption doesn't get to Singorn. It needs to be gotten rid of. So we'll head there tonight, and hopefully get there before sundown because we don't know what we're going to encounter. But we don't want to obviously stay in the woods. So yeah, we'll head that way. Are you guys coming with?
New plan. Everyone goes to the tree.
We need to get this head to the rebellion.
The rebellion is definitely happening. I guarantee that. I made my promise. That was part of my job. But he needs to not die, and that might be how it happens. And I'm going to need both of you for sure.
Chatz, you're fast.
You shouldn't. Please don't die.
By the end of tonight, this mountain is going to be chaos. Do you know what you've just done?
My job.
You've
Okay.
created a power vacuum.
Exactly. That's the goddamn point.
Chatz is fast. Okay, Rowan's fast. Chatz fast. Chatz, run the head to the rebellion. Get shit started. Meet us at the end of town. You can get there by the time we get out of town. You'll get to us.
Fine. I'm going to take off. I'll see you at the gates.
Rowan will see us at the gates too with a plan.
Oh, if the big guy shows up before I get back, just, make sure he's aware that I did this.
Aware.
Okay.
Are you talking about Duke?
Is there a... Yes.
He's not just taking a shit.
Oh my god, I'm really done.
Okay. And where are you heading, honey?
To that one kid's place. The white tabaxi.
Okay.
Because he's our only contact for this bullshit.
The leader of this chapter. I don't
Rom?
know.
Rom, thank
Been a couple
you.
months, yeah. I was testing you to see if you took notes. It's fine. I understand.
If I did, my computer's shit. So,
Oh, well.
um,
Do you not have it plugged in?
it is plugged in.
Oh.
It's just slow.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so yes, you would know where Brom lives. So you can head that way. So we're going to jump to you. So you are...
As I leave, I'm discreetly whipping the cloak off real quick and just tossing it in like a rain barrel.
Okay, sounds good. So you're back in your regular garb. Okay, sounds good. So you are dashing. Are you making it obvious that you're running, or are you trying to
power walking?
Okay, sounds good.
Just assassinating through the ground.
Yep.
You definitely would lose the pass without a trace, but you're very stealthy and very fast, so it's probably not an issue. Just go ahead and roll me on the strength check, please.
Plus, he looks completely different than you do.
That's true, but he's not trying to draw attention to himself.
12 plus 9 is 17.
So 12 plus 9 is not 17, it's 21.
Oh,
That's
21.
Yeah.
Nah.
Anyway, so yeah, you seamlessly power walk, and you're able to kind of get behind several religious figures that seem to be strolling through this ward, and you make it pretty easily to the Courageous Witch. Are you heading directly upstairs to where Fido? I know his name. Caius is. You're heading straight there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you head upstairs. You see Caius just staring directly ahead, and then he immediately turns his head like it's not a natural like a dog would be. It's very just robotic. Like immediately, like someone is there, and his eyes go red, and he just bares his teeth for a second. What do you do?
Right, and I pull out the little scroll and I read it, and then I'm like,
What does he have?
I sent him.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is stupid. 2, 3, 7, 5, return protocol?
I don't know what this does, so go ahead
it's
and...
just so Caius will then. There's on a opening on his back. There's a beacon sort of thing that comes out that he gestures for you to take.
Is it glowing?
There's a flashing light on it.
I'm gonna stuff it deep in my
It's not
tartan.
bright, but it's kind of like a.
Don't need that.
Does he just go inactive then, or
No, so the dog will just chase down, and it uses that as a beacon. To
Oh.
know
It's
to
gonna
go.
follow me.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So
You can move as fast as you want.
I'm assuming he can't keep up. So you grab this beacon out of his back. Obviously, his eyes go from red back to green, blue.
Yeah.
Green. We'll say green.
Okay.
As he is no longer trying to attack you.
Sure.
After saying the protocol. And he immediately looks like he's ready to go for a run. He gets down and starts wagging his tail, and he just looks at you. He's just ready to start
Never had a dog, I'm sorry. I don't know what you need. Do you need to piss?
And he just
Yeah, okay. And I start to leave.
and he just runs after you. He is if you thought Onyx was ka-chunk, he is ka-chunk. He is a loud dog.
That's not good.
Yeah, he is. He's not a quiet puppy.
I'm gonna check on them real quick mentally and find out where they're at.
Okay, so we will jump to Chatz since the rest of you are gonna. I'm assuming the rest of you are just gonna hang out with Palanquin, walking down, right?
Yeah.
No one else is.
Tree, right?
Go into the tree.
Okay, sounds good. So you're heading to Brahm. So yeah, you are not nearly as fast as Rowan, unfortunately, but you sprint there, using all your movement, you're feeling agility and everything, but you're still going to be very winded. You immediately run up, the door is shut, the curtains are drawn, but it does sound like there's some movement coming from the other side as you're huffing and puffing, just trying to catch your breath.
I'm going to just lightly knock on the door.
Okay. You rap quietly on the door, and you hear kind of a commotion, almost like shuffling of papers or clothes or something, and you quietly hear something approaching the door, and you hear a "Who is it?" in a obviously feminine voice.
Friend from last night.
I don't get many friends. Come back. Who are you?
Hubert Mann. Did I use that name? I don't
You
remember.
didn't.
Oh, okay.
You hear a long pause. I don't know any Hubert, man.
God damn it, Brahm. Just open the door.
and you hear another pause, and like you hear several locks unlock on the other side, and the door quietly turn, and he looks out.
And I lift the mask.
Oh, it's you.
Yes, let me in.
Well, very well, but I don't know. And he opens the door just enough for you to get in, and then he quickly closes it behind you, and you can see he's in like this like a shawl almost, like he definitely was not expecting visitors. And
as one does.
right, and he is like, what are you doing back here? I wasn't expecting. I had just sought out the residence for Bertram and Jolith. I haven't heard back yet. Is that what you're here about?
No. We have to act faster than we initially thought.
What's going on?
The revolution starts tonight. Dominic is dead, and pretty soon his generals are going to be vying for power. If there is a time for a rebellion, tonight is the night.
Roll me.
And then I pull out the head.
Okay, roll me intimidation.
Does the head give him advantage, though?
That makes it intimidation. Otherwise, it would have been persuasion.
Okay.
Otherwise, it'd be persuasion with disadvantage, because that is a terrifying visage, I'm sure.
Let's see. That's intimidation.
Heads without their bodies is kind of weird.
So that's 24.
So as soon as you start,
Just 24.
I don't know.
Assuming you had the bag of holding, I'm assuming you brought
Yeah.
that. You had that. So you rummage around and you pull out this like large, like basketball-sized, furry, bloody muzzle of a werewolf head. And he just looks at it and he just stares at this thing like it is the Holy Grail. And he immediately says, "What the fuck did you do?"
And he didn't believe us when we said that we killed Kudath.
Believe me, it wasn't my choice to act this fast, but I took a part of it. I admit it. Anyway, I stuff it back inside.
What do you expect me to do now?
I expect you to get every able-bodied together, get anyone who's ready to fight. The wolves will be out tonight, and they'll want blood. You need to gather any and all tabaxi, keep them safe, get any of your strong members together, and find whatever weapons you can. What?
Silent.
Oh, okay.
What do you... Where do you want me to... Like, you can just see him reeling from all of this. Like, you can definitely tell... he wasn't expecting this, and B, he doesn't know how to process all of this at once. Like, he is like just woke up from a nap. Like, he was not prepared for this. So his brain is just going a mile a minute, and he just doesn't have any words.
I go up to him, grab his collar, and just slap him. And I'm like, "Get a grip, man."
I don't know what's. Do you want me to just randomly attack some guards? I don't.
No. Get a hold of Sylith down in Shaggy Paw.
What about her?
She is a better fighter than you. No offense.
I take great offense to that.
Well, then show it. All right. Get something with a sharp end. Get a bunch of them and hand them out to every tabaxi you find.
What's that gonna do? I mean, are we just literally gonna kill a bunch of guards?
You're going to have to fight for your life tonight, because the loss of Dominic is going to tear this mountain apart. The tabaxis need to stand together.
And he looks at you, and he looks out. He looks at the window, which isn't open, and he looks worried and confused and scared all at the same time. And he looks back at you and looks back at the bag that you shoved the head back into, and he just... I will. I'll do everything I can. We're pretty spread out at the moment, but I'll get the word out that something is going down tonight. I don't know what. Perhaps Silas will have some ideas. I'm definitely not the idea man. I'm. Whew. And you can see he's starting to look overwhelmed, and so he walks over and grabs a chair and sits down for a moment, and he just, yeah, this is a lot.
It's
What
always is.
are you going to fight with us?
There's more happening than just the rebellion tonight.
You're not going to help us? You instigated this, and now you're just throwing us to the wolves, literally?
I'm going to make sure that there's a mountain to protect. There's undead hordes that are encroaching upon the mountain. If me and my group don't go out and stop it, they will swarm both tabaxi and were creatures. And I'm going to pull out one of my silver daggers.
Okay.
I'm going to flip it around to hold the blade so he can grab the handle, and I'll say, "There's more strength in you than you know. I trust you."
He looks up at you and he grabs the handle, and he like his hand is visibly shaking.
Mm-hmm.
And he just glances back at it and back up at you. I hope I live to see tomorrow, I guess. Like, you can definitely tell he's not hopeful. He definitely looks pretty not confident in himself, but you feel like that dagger might help him. Who knows?
And I too hope I see you tomorrow as well.
Good luck. I don't know what you are gonna do, but good luck.
Thank you. I will need it as well.
Okay. Where are you heading? Are you?
I'm carefully open the door, make sure no one's watching, and then I'll slip out and start beelining straight for the gate.
Okay. As you make your way towards the door, you do see several piles of what looks like kind of like wanted posters, but it looks more like propaganda of some sort. It says like the cat Chatz Catsmussen lives, like he is here to save us, blah blah blah, like basically like pamphlets to help with the what's I'm looking for? Revolution. That's what I'm looking for. And you quietly open the door, and you hear just like a little squeak out of Brahm as you close the door behind you and run up to catch the rest of your party. The rest of you. Several of the guards are having to carry the palanquin as it's a large container, but it seems like everything in the town at the moment is quiet. You make your way towards the town square. Some of the guards do look a little on edge. Not like they're attacking people or anything, but they definitely look concerned that there's a large group of people leading away from the castle. But no one stops you.
As we're slowly walking by places, Sapphire is going to be tagging buildings with, like, Chatz has risen, or
Okay.
he is here to claim the throne, and Dominic is dead.
Okay. Are you doing this like boldly on the side of buildings so that everyone can see? Or are you doing it like in alleys? How are you?
Alleys and on the side of buildings, like as we're walking by in a group so that nobody can see until we've moved past, kind of thing.
Okay.
She does have pass without a trace.
She does. Roll me a couple dex checks to see how well, depending on how many you'd like to do.
Well, I rolled a 3 and a 4, but that's still 23 and it's 1.
No, these aren't stealth checks. They're
stealth.
just straight text.
Text checks. Oh, so that's only a 10 and a 9.
Okay, so these are a little bit better from the one you left on the castle wall.
Yeah. They're legible.
They are legible.
Yes.
They have a more obvious crown on Chatz's head. The other one kind of looks like macaroni.
Yeah.
But
Macaroni crown.
yeah, it definitely you're starting to get like that.
All right, I'll be like, I like will boldly because I don't want them to try to cover it up. Like Dominic is dead. Chatz has saved us from Dominic.
Okay.
I don't know. Like the true king has returned. I don't know, things like that.
Okay, sounds good.
Propaganda.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Because with Pass Without a Trace, you're not drawing attention to yourself, and the Palanquin would block a lot of it. And people probably wouldn't notice it immediately, except for maybe like the really emboldened ones. But that would probably just draw attention to the large group of people, which obviously there'd probably be already of people watching you guys.
Yeah,
As it's strange to have a large Palanquin for one, let alone a bunch of people. But you managed to, we'll say, make some legible graffiti to spread the word. Does anyone else want to be doing anything as you're walking past people?
I'd like to have another chat with our friend.
Sylris?
Yep.
Okay. So you walk up next to him, and he's definitely trying to blend into the guards as you're trying to talk to him. But go ahead.
Okay. So what is in this that is so important that we bring it with?
You're gesturing to the Palanquin, I'm assuming? He says, like, through gritted teeth, you don't need to know what's in it.
Does it explode? I like explosions. Does it do that?
No, it does not explode.
Unfortunately, that would have been a lot of fun. Is it actually fun? Is it anything exciting?
You don't
If I'm
need...
going to be going with you. It would be really great to know.
Again,
I'm trying to make sure you don't die, so if there's anything in there that might accidentally kill you,
Can I
I'd like to
hear
make sure it doesn't accidentally do that.
him talking to him?
I'm assuming you're trying to be quiet, right?
I mean, yeah, I'm not like...
Yelling at him, I'm
super-
assuming.
Yeah.
So, because you're probably busy writing on shit, you probably do not hear him talking. Finnick might hear him talking, if you'd like to eavesdrop or interject.
He probably would just be listening.
Okay. Sylris would, again, through gritted teeth, it's nothing of interest to you. It doesn't explode.
If you refuse to leave it, it's of interest to me, because you're of interest to me.
It's not dangerous.
Okay, well, that's good. Does it make sure you don't die? Because if it does, it didn't work the last time. That sounded weird to say, but it makes sense for me.
It's a bargaining chip.
For who?
He looks at you, like, just stares at you for a second, like, and then he looks directly at the castle and back at you. You know.
Exactly, that's why you could have just left the damn thing.
It's far too valuable to leave here.
Oh my god, who's in there?
No one.
Oh. I mean, you have to be honest. That's usually what people do, is they put a person in there as a bargaining chip. At least that's what the history book said. I could be wrong.
He looks bewildered at you for a moment, then he sees that he might be drawing attention to himself, and he immediately just, like, starts staring directly ahead and says, "We can talk about this after we've left the city."
I think they're all busy.
Who are you talking about? The guards?
I'm just kind of like sort of looking around like,
Go in there.
everyone seems to be busy right now.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
The werewolf guards? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, just like people in general seem to be a little more focused on other shit happening.
They're definitely gawking. Like, city folk and guards were definitely gawking at the Palanquin and all the elvish guards, as well as you guys, who I believe most of you have shed your elvish garb. So now you're just people walking with these. Yeah, you did. Did you keep your guard uniform?
He probably would have taken it off, and he has that cloak that you can change colors.
Oh,
He probably would have just made something like drab, just like
Sure. Okay.
Vinegar brown.
I kept it on because I draw enough attention to myself being blue.
Correct.
Yes.
Sounds good. So there are one who fits in at least a little, and one that significantly stands out in this group of green. So you guys are definitely drawing attention, at least a little. Not necessarily like we need to attack them necessarily, but definitely some eyes on you, which Sylris does not like. But as you guys keep making your way towards the front of the city, past the entrances to the wards that these two went down, they would come up from behind, and you'd make your way around the large statue at the entrance, and you make your way to the gate as one of the elvish guards would walk up to one of the werewolf guards and start conversing amongst themselves, like, hey, we need to leave, we're done here, blah, blah, blah. The werewolf guard, okay, cool. Did you finish all your blah, blah, blah? Like,
News must not have spread yet.
it seems like it hasn't spread yet. You haven't seen any panic. You haven't seen any guards, like, in a huff yet.
Is this dog following me still?
Very loudly, yes.
I sneak up behind Lucian and I sneak the beaky thing into his outfit because I'm tired of this love thing following me.
You would have lost it because you're much faster than it. So as you,
But I know it's following me.
oh yeah, you would hear it. Like you were blocks away from that thing, and you could hear ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. So
Lucian,
I'm still gonna sleight of hand it into his
Maybe
we
outfit.
put pads on its feet.
Natural 20s. So
Nice.
29.
So you don't even feel this, but does it have like a hum or like a beeping or anything like that?
Not.
Okay.
Glows, right?
I mean, it's just kind of got like it's not even bright, but it's enough to know like, oh, there's a light.
Right. Okay. Sounds good. So, you would deposit it in one of his inner coat pockets, which you would feel other things in the coat pocket as well. You probably can guess like spell components of some sort. Perhaps like a wand or a stick or something. You're not quite sure, but
I
right.
don't want this dog to follow me anymore.
Sure. But you would hear the ka-chunk ka-chunk from your companion a ways off. It seems like it might take him a little bit to catch up to you, but the conversation between the guards probably is enough time. Did you two want to do anything? I heard you scheming.
We were not scheming.
How dare you?
How dare you imply that we scheme?
I want to talk to Lucian.
Okay, so he's standing right next to. Are you staying?
Oh no, I put it in his pocket and then
Oh.
blend it into the guards.
Okay, sounds good. So, you have really his stealth too. So, Sapphire probably didn't see you run up and put it in his pocket. So, you approach Lucian as he's standing next to Sylris, disguised.
Hey,
Yes.
Are you telepathically talking? Or
yeah.
Okay.
This guy, do you think that he will help us with what we're doing in this city if we help him with the tree?
Oh, not at all.
Why the fuck are we helping him?
Because that was part of my job. He needs to not die. If he doesn't die, then this region stays in political balance, which is good, because then, well, let's just say it gets really bad if he dies.
Okay.
For a long time. Because he's an elf, right?
He is an elf.
Because he's an elf and they live for fucking ever.
That's true.
Yeah.
Unless I die.
I mean, yeah, unless they're murdered.
Unless, they're killed. Which is what I'm trying to stop doing, yeah.
Can't we just tell Onyx to watch him real good?
Nope.
You
Because
know,
Onyx was here, and if he died, that means Onyx phantom.
Yeah, but Onyx didn't know that his life was in danger.
It's kind of part of his job to just assume it's always in danger. If he's listening, no offense, Onyx, but, you know.
I think he was part of it.
You don't know if Onyx was part of the
That's why I
or not.
said, like, if he's listening.
Correct.
We can have a private conversation without everyone else hearing.
I mean, all of you are hearing this conversation.
Yeah, but we can just talk
that's
to
weird.
each other, though, too, I think. We can just think at one person.
Let me double check the spiel. Target can communicate telepathically through the bond, whether or not they have a common language. Communication is possible at any distance. Physically linking all creatures to all others for the duration. Each creature to all the others. So it doesn't say
Okay,
specifically
sounds
you
like
can have...
It's just a
Yeah.
group broadcast. Oh, group chat!
It's
Oh,
a group chat.
Mm.
So,
How long is this going to take? Because we kind of started a rebellion and now we're leaving them to fend for themselves.
Look, as much as I love a good rebellion, my job was to start that, save him. So my goal was to, I've started that, so that's done. Great. But now I have to make sure he still doesn't die, and once that's done, I can come back and have more fun.
Wait, future man. Do you know if he stops the zombies, if he lives?
ka-chunk,
Well,
ka-chunk,
the
ka-chunk.
problem with that is he was dead before, so I don't know.
Right. Okay.
That part wasn't really given to me.
Well, they go into the tree, and we overheard that...
So we go a lot faster than the palanquin.
That's what I told him, but he doesn't want to put it down.
Why? Has he got his
I
own
tried
wardrobe in
asking
there?
that. I thought there was a person in there.
You want me to look?
Oh, can you do that? That would be great.
Yeah. I could. Make him mad.
I was
Yeah.
just going to do it.
At this point, your canine companion has run up right next to you and is nudging at something in your pocket. Chatz has out of breath run and caught up with everybody at this point.
I like to think that telepathically I'm also wheezing,
You are.
even though I don't need to.
Yes.
I'm
What is
going
that?
to
Goddamn sound.
kind of fade into the background here, and hide away from it, hide in the group of people. And I'm going to use my ethereal step
Okay.
to cast etherealness, and when I'm to become ethereal right outside of the palanquin, and then I will just drift up inside of it.
And it lasts for how long?
1 round, so I will get inside of it and then pop back into reality inside of the palanquin.
Okay, sounds good. So you step into the palanquin, and you immediately pop back into the material plane. You are inside. This is very elegant. It has a bench seat. It has windows with curtains drawn. It looks like there is a satchel that looks like it's been rummaged through pretty thoroughly right next to the door. That's about it.
I start pilfering.
Are you just digging into the bag?
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's in there.
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay, not the best. Play roll. 3.
Okay, so you dig in this bag. You find a thick parchment that you saw Sylris. Well, we saw Sylris grab. You might have seen in passing as well.
Read it.
You can open it. It looks like a map of some sort. You can see Snoring Mountain. You see the Verdan Expanse, which is just west, and there's a specific point in the woods that looks like ... very clearly a map.
Oh, that's where the tree probably is.
You can
That's what I would
probably...
assume. Is there anything else in the bag?
You're digging through. It looks like there are some spell components. Probably some rations. There...
Crumpled up Nutri-Grain bar.
Yeah, this is a purse. But you don't find anything of value. Excuse me. Yeah, nothing of value. Nothing shiny.
I will now filter through the rest of the palanquin.
Okay.
I go through the drawers,
You don't see any drawers in here. There's the bench seat and then the windows. It's pretty barren in here. It doesn't seem to There's no like built-ins or anything.
Okay.
But go ahead and give me another investigation check.
While she's doing that, I'm going to also add through our broadcast
Sick.
thing.
Okay.
If you find diamonds, I could use them.
I found the Nutrigrain bar. Are you hungry?
Sylris, are you a time traveler?
What? No.
Okay.
Anyway.
That's not weird.
Nutrigrain, Nature Valley bars, they've always existed
Yeah.
at the bottom of purses. No
Right.
one
Yeah.
knows where they come from.
Right.
But they're there.
So you're digging around and like you're looking underneath the bench and you're like patting the floor and the ceiling. You don't seem to find any hidden compartments or anything.
Hey, there's nothing in here.
There has to be.
Well, I got see shit. Want me to keep looking?
Don't worry about it.
Want me to bring his bag out to you? Maybe there's a hidden compartment. I couldn't find it.
I feel like if you
No.
pop out of the palanquin, that they're gonna make sure that the bag is still in the palanquin.
Okay, I'll leave it.
God damn, he's good. Yes, just leave it.
Okay. Well, there's something
We don't need to piss him off. Leave it.
Doesn't hurt if he's pissed off. I don't know. It's fine.
Does
Does anyone have diamonds?
Where the fuck would I have a diamond?
I think I might.
what's inside there?
It's really nice in here, actually. Is there like a fan?
Rosemary would pipe up in her head and say, "I have a diamond worth
Yeah.
worth a lot of money."
No, you can't give him that diamond. No, don't give him that diamond.
Oh, okay. Well, I will keep that.
We paid for that diamond.
That's accurate.
How much is it?
No,
Does the seat lift up?
I don't know. I try to lift up the seat.
It is like attached.
I do one of these under the seat.
You feel around.
I grip the seat.
You don't seem to find any hidden buttons or anything, unfortunately.
I take the bag one last time and just give it a good shake.
Okay. Are you emptying it out, or are you just like shaking it around?
Shaking it out.
Okay, you empty like you're shaking it out
Yeah.
onto the floor. Again, a bunch of like small components. That
Diamond?
you do not find a diamond, unfortunately. The Nutrigame bar just gets everywhere.
It turns completely into dust.
Mhm.
I got green everywhere.
Mhm.
But there's nothing else. I put everything else in the bag. Put everything else back in the bag instead of there's nothing in here. I don't know why he's keeping this. Can we just make him drop it?
I've already tried that.
What's going on outside?
I was just getting to that. Thank you. Yes, as you guys are talking, the guards have finished communicating. They've opened the gates for you to leave, and the palanquin is lifted. And some of the guards like exchange glances. The people outside would see this, like, "Huh, this feels heavier." As they are continuing to walk,
I'm moving.
as you start to move, yes.
What do? I'm moving.
See in there. You make a good body double. Probably not a
Is
bad
there a
idea.
robe in here that belongs to him?
You do not see a robe in here, unfortunately.
Well, I sit on the seat.
Okay.
I sit on the floor.
Okay.
I sit on the floor and like I take out like my bedroll and like pad the seat with it and lean up against it and cross my legs and I'm like, this is nice.
Mhm.
Why didn't I want to be a queen again?
As it starts to go again, you can feel like ever so slightly there's like a air conditioning that starts to like seep in a little bit. Like there's not like fans blowing on you, but like you can just feel the temperature slowly start to go down.
It's enchanted to make it cooler in here, y'all. You're missing out.
You're taking to royal life quite easily.
Black cannon, the sun just.
And you're under like layers too.
Yes.
If only you could teleport, Chatz, you could join me.
Oh.
They're gonna open this palanquin and I'm gonna be like, hey guys.
So
I'm not getting here.
right.
I'm not getting here.
So you guys make
Oh,
your
this is in the bathroom.
way through the gates to under Felix, and they start making their way down the road to the entrance of the mountain. As you do, you can see now since you're outside the city walls, like the forest landscape is just black. Like, there's no green at all anymore. As far as the eye can see, is just like a tar-like substance that's just covering every single tree you can possibly see.
Oh, it made it on the mountain.
No,
No.
this is off the mountain.
Off the mountain, okay.
You do look down onto Taran. There are several, will look like smoke signals almost, it looks like, throughout the city. But you don't see a lot of movement. Just like, it's really hard to see from this distance because you guys are so far away, but you would probably guess it's the middle of the day that there'd be, you know, carts moving around, people walking around. You don't see anything like that. But you guys start making your way down the trail towards the entrance. Again, it's a pretty steep incline, but you guys can easily make it down. You don't find any resistance or anything. You make it to the entrance of the mountain, and again, the guards start talking and exchanging paperwork and blah, blah, blah. Are you guys doing anything before you leave the mountain? Okay. So again, they finish talking. They let the palanquin and all the guards and all of you through. The palanquin is gonna go parallel to Taran. Are you guys sticking with the palanquin, or are you guys splitting off? As you're as you're much closer to Taran now, the gates that were previously reinforced to keep obviously zombies out, they are completely destroyed. There's no one walking on the top of the wall. And you can see now the gates that have been destroyed. You can see like the entire length of the city. It is a ghost town. There is no people walking. There is probably bodies and small fires, but there is nothing as far as you can see.
No.
I recommend we avoid the town as much as possible. Cut straight through the forest to the tree.
Rowan and Rosemary would see and probably further this information to the rest of you, even though the communication spell is going to be ending soon. You would see some movement in some of the buildings. It's far too far away to see if it's human or undead or anything like that. But you do see some sort of life in the city as you're walking past.
There's nothing we can do for the city. I mean, there's a greater threat.
Okay. Before the telepathic spell ends, Rosemary will ask, "Do you want me to cast this again?" I will tell you that it does take some substantial power to do so, but I felt like it was very important while we were split up. Do we need this?
You should save your spells.
You guys want me to come out of the palanquin? This has been a really nice ride.
You should actually get out. We might need you out here.
That's fair.
Oh, fine. Distract them.
Just get out. Who fucking cares?
Are you just gonna fling the doors open?
I've arrived! No, I'll just tell
Boom,
them.
baby!
Okay, so you're ethereal stepping again?
No, I am going to do my whatever it's called.
Misty Step?
What, Misty Step? Yes.
Okay.
Misty Step.
So you peek out one of the windows quick, and you can see, like, behind some guards, you can easily Misty Step.
Do I see Onyx?
Yep.
I'm Misty Step next to him.
Okay, sounds good. So you immediately
And I go, hey!
pop right next to him, and he was standing right next to Sylris. Yeah, he's Rosemary in this case. And he immediately is like, "Fuck! I hate it when you do that, Sapphire."
You probably can't do it too, can you?
No.
You can just
Why would I?
It's fun.
I'm not like you, and you can
That's
definitely
not nice.
You can
Just
definitely-
because we don't share fathers doesn't mean we're not family.
you can definitely tell his demeanor has changed now that he's with the rest of these guards. He's trying to put on like a more professional demeanor. He's not. He's not as. As soon as you try and tickle him, he like tries to swat your hand away. Like, stop it! I'm trying to work.
It's more fun when you have fun when you're working. Ask all of my friends; they really enjoy all the antics.
I overhear this, and I just look him in the eye, and I'm just like,
He does antics too.
I'm working. I can't. And he like gestures to Sylris.
Is he standing right next to him?
You got me guys confused.
Silas?
No, that's Silas.
That's Silas, yeah.
Sylris, thank you.
Is he standing right next to Sylris?
He's standing probably a couple people like between them, so obviously Sylris can see this conversation happening and probably hear it
I
too.
walk over to Sylris.
Okay,
Right,
so you slow down and put out your hand next, and he's still like got that seeming up.
Yeah.
But he looks at your hand and says, "What do you want? What?
I'm saying hello.
Hello." He doesn't shake your hand back.
That's rude.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Politeness is always a good thing to have, sir. You should know that you're, I don't know, royalty or some shit. I don't know.
I'm a lord.
Yeah.
I know the etiquette. This isn't the time. What do you want?
Oh, I just wanted to tell you that that's my brother. He's one of your guards. He's pretty cool.
He rolls his eyes at you, and with a very stern tone. Okay, like you can definitely tell he is not. He is not the type of person who is like happy, jovial, or anything.
Sure.
And he's also he seems very serious and determined in whatever he's doing. That he doesn't seem very willing to have the conversation with you.
Okay, but serious talk now. Did you find the tree that's over by the Shifting Keep? The corrupted tree?
What are you talking about?
There was a corrupted tree over by the Shifting Keep, just a little ways more north, I think.
No, I didn't know about that. How do you know about that?
Well, we went inside of it and fought some demons.
Oh.
My adopted brother. Oh, I forgot to tell Onyx about that. He got sucked up into one of the hells. We gotta go get him eventually.
Oh. It's on the to-do list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the snow buddy?
Oh, he has a name now. It's Ember.
Typed his BlackBerry.
Right.
Fucking update.
But
Right.
yeah, there was a corrupted tree over there. We didn't know how to kill it, but we killed everything that was inside of it.
Well, hopefully that helped. I mean, how long ago was this? What did you do? Like, he just starts like rambling.
It was
A couple weeks ago.
probably more like a month ago now.
Have we been here that long?
It's been a while. Been a while.
And
Holy shit, no wonder why he sent me.
there was some kind of ritual being done there on these people. They got turned into monsters. We killed the monsters and went inside the tree, and there was this. I just tell them everything that happened. But we didn't know that we could kill the tree. I think we tried to. I think we did, in fact, catch it on fire, didn't we? Blow it up.
I wasn't there.
Or something. We did something to the tree.
Oh, yeah. We tried some
We
things.
tried to destroy the tree. I don't know if it was successful or not. We didn't stay around long enough to see. But then we went to this other small town that was being overrun by the undead. We sent them to the Shifting Keep. I hope they made it.
Well, hopefully we can investigate that other tree, and if this doesn't fix the problem.
Well, there was also a really big cult of people here summoning demons, too. Just in that mountain range over there.
And he looks at you like concerned and
We
confused.
killed them all. It's fine.
What?
We deactivated the portals.
That's exciting.
Yes.
You really shut him down, huh?
Yes. Probably should have figured out where it was coming from and shut it down from the source. But we figured if they're all dead here, it's going to
We
take them...
closed the portals.
Well, yeah, but what if another mage comes by and opens a new one?
Well,
Oh, mages are always opening portals. It's sometimes annoying.
Indeed. So,
Apart from the one that let me.
what I'm trying to say is we've had experience with these demon corrupted trees. And we've been traveling through this corrupted forest and see what it's done to the wildlife, and we've seen the undead armies. We actually spent a very long time trying to defend this town, but we can only do so much.
Wait, these are not the same trees?
It's different trees. We found a tree way farther away from here. This is a new tree.
Correct. Like, you would know from the map that you saw this is definitely a different tree.
Yeah.
Um,
The man that we fought in the other tree said they were trying to summon something. They were trying to bring something here, I think, if I remember correctly. An elder god?
As soon as you say Elder God, Sylris looks at you, his eyes agape, and his eyes are grape. His eyes turns into grapes.
Oh, purple eyes.
The worst curse of
green,
all.
Mm-hmm.
Green grapes.
And he looks at you with like a gaunt expression. An elder god? What? Why would? And he you can see his eyes and brain are just reeling by this information. There's definitely new information to him, and he's having trouble processing all of this. As you're just lore dumping your entire adventure to him.
I mean, it's okay though. We're adventurers, and we I don't know.
Whatever he is.
Whatever he is. He's
What?
new. We just met him.
I think he's a cop or something.
He's from the future.
What? Defund the police.
I'm just from another.
A policeman.
No, God, no.
Well, you're
Actually,
here
lived-
policing
lived-
our
actually lived
actions.
in
You're telling us what to do, and you got a
Yeah.
dog. Police.
Right?
Anyway.
No. Arcanist.
But just so you know what you're up against, because it's not
Film
just.
on live location.
Right.
National-
Oh my god. Can you imagine cops in D&D?
Oh my god, that'd be great.
I mean, it's just guards.
No, but
just a group of paladins just stealing
Running
justice.
around.
That's definitely a campaign idea.
Yeah.
Just a group of paladins.
Just
Yeah.
dealing justice.
Yeah.
Bad lad, bad lad. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Yeah,
Favorite is the
so
Star Wars side.
we're dealing with some bad shit.
Since this is
Just so you're aware.
Well, I don't know how I can help, but hopefully getting rid of this corruption will help prevent an elder god from being summoned. That would be preferable.
Have you seen more of these trees besides knowing of this one?
No, I haven't gone into the Verdant Expanse in a while. I've been in Singorn, and he gestures to the group that he's with, as well as Palanquin. I'm not used to, as he's walking through the sludge, walking through this. As you guys are now deep in the woods at this point, as you guys are walking and talking.
well.
You'll get used to it. I'm doing it in stilettos.
I don't know what rat race this is following you around, but if there's one of these trees which we encountered, and if it has some impact on this infestation,
Onyx,
it's going to help all of us to take it out.
Onyx, I need you to stay really far away from any weird magical mirrors or portals in this tree, because I really can't lose another sibling to the 9 hells. Or however many hells there are.
Oh.
And he
That'd
looks.
be fun.
He looks.
Also, we have
Right.
an adopted brother named Ember. I forgot to tell you about him. Mother adopted him.
He looks at you and is confused by A, the mirror, and B, the
He's a
adopted
tiefling.
brother.
He's got like you.
Well,
They're
that's
bigger.
nice. I mean, wait, he's got bigger horns than me?
Yeah, because he's an actual full tiefling. You're just
You can definitely tell. He looks a little irritated by that.
he's a magic user too. He makes really cool fireballs.
Oh, he's one of those type. Okay.
You'd like him. He's cool. He's your age, actually. Probably why mom liked him.
Is there anyone else I need to add to this family tree?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I have an uncle trying to kill me. Great uncle.
Doesn't sound too great.
Oh, in the vicinity. No, do you know of any other siblings?
You're asking Onyx?
Yeah.
Did you?
Other
were
than
you
animals?
adopted?
Yeah.
No.
No.
And Ember.
I was
He's a
raised
sibling
by a
too.
loving family.
I meant along the way.
No, but I'm sure if we
Dogs.
trip over someone, we'll adopt them.
Where's Lifted? I haven't seen him in a while.
He was in Taran. Let's not talk about that.
That shouldn't bring me happiness.
Is it because he's the trinket of this campaign?
I don't like dead weight.
Well-
So, So no, none of you all
And Mother's dead, so she
Semi-
can't have any more children at this point.
actually pretend legally related.
To the BreezeSongs?
Yes.
You didn't marry my mother, did you?
Or, I mean, we're trying
Not
to
yet,
be
no.
related to the
Okay,
BreezeSong.
Right.
not yet.
Right.
You
Yeah.
want you definitely
Oh,
want in.
he's gonna be it. But he's not gonna take our last name.
Are
unless
you
he
the
wants
only
to.
one that's like, that's weird, I'm not into this?
Well, we haven't discussed it yet.
Wait, yeah, thanks for bringing that up.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't know that you
Way
were
to come
an
around
item.
and just start pointing fingers.
Yeah.
Dill doesn't bother me anytime I'm game. Either way.
What did you say?
I didn't realize you were an item, but in either it's fine.
What word
Rosemary's like,
I think he said
Oh,
deal
yeah.
doesn't
Oh,
bother
deal.
me.
I heard.
It said dildo.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. And I was like,
Dildo doesn't bother me, whatever.
I was like,
Okay.
that's what I thought. I was like, okay, good.
You met. Actually,
Why this craziness is happening? I think Finnick would go over to Rowan,
Okay, sounds good.
and he'd probably start talking about this tree.
Okay, sounds
Because
good.
we were at the tree, the other one, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Like right before or after we met, they're there. And I think Finnick would start talking to him about like his new mission with the trees, because he
Oh.
is like, that's like his side thing. He probably hasn't told anyone yet, so he'll
Correct.
probably say to Rowan this whole deal, and he's like, "What do you think they want with this tree?
they want to burn the damn thing down. I don't know. We've got to.
Do you think that's a smart idea?"
It's the source of the corruption. I don't know. I hope. I feel like he's an elf. He's probably smart and woodsy things, and maybe he knows what he's doing.
I've never
since-
trusted city folk.
Yeah. Why are you asking about the tree?
I'm just interested, trying to figure out how to stop it. Do you think we could ask the tree?
Well, I mean, might be corrupted from that point to the ooze stuff.
That's like just like all around.
Might not
you.
be a good talk.
Truthful answer, but it might be able to
Can you
tell
talk
us
to
what.
trees now?
I think so.
Is it because of the new?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The new.
Yep.
Yeah.
The new dildo.
Yeah, the new dildo,
Yep.
Right.
which doesn't bother him, but the dildo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just shoots dildos.
The Bilbo dildo.
Yeah, the Bilbo dildo.
Oh.
It's very
Yeah, we haven't really had a chance to talk about it. I mean, do you have a finding of your mission too? I mean,
I had to refocus on who I was. Some things were out of control in my life, and I needed to refocus.
I definitely get that.
Yeah. Things change, and
Sure do.
this group is shifting. A lot of things I thought about the world, and things I was hiding from. Things I thought I had forgot. Didn't realize were important.
Do you have a come into God moment?
I don't know if it was a coming to God, but it was maybe coming back.
Okay. Refining. May I ask who?
The Forest Father, who I was raised around, and I kind of ran away from him, seeking other powers, and I didn't realize that he could help me maybe finish or complete some stuff we're trying to do.
Sounds like a handy person to have. I'm completely lost when he said Forest Father because religion's not my forte, but I support you.
I appreciate that. I know it's not how you were raised. It's how I was raised, and it scared me. And I didn't pay any attention, but do you think what my parents said were truthful? And it was important to me, I guess. I didn't think I would learn that now, but some things have happened and it taught me some lessons.
Well, that's the beauty of life. We keep growing and we keep changing.
It's the truth.
Now, only the rest of the group would understand that.
Get that.
Understand things?
So as you guys are walking and you're having this conversation, Sylris comes up behind Sapphire and Onyx, who are talking about their new brother and whatnot. And Sylris interjects and puts a hand on Onyx's shoulder and says, "I appreciate everything you've done to help protect me." And he gestures over to you. "And I appreciate your sister's help getting us out of that situation." And then he looks directly at you. "But why did you shoot first? I had it all under control."
Actually, that was we're actually there for a different reason too, and actually our goal was to kill Dominic. So that we were planning on killing him later. He just thought maybe
I'm signing up on that excuse.
moment.
You see this fella here? His name is Catsmussen, and he's the rightful heir to the Soaring Mountain.
Okay.
Yeah, the were creatures enslaved and murdered his people. His wife. Just his daughter, maybe. We haven't figured that one out yet. So we're trying to start a revolution, and you just happened to be there. We thought, hey!
So you used me.
No, actually, he said that you were in danger, and we were like, oh, we can kill two birds with one stone. Keep this guy alive, we can get to... Our intention was just to learn more information about the castle and Dominic, not to murder him.
Oh no, we were totally going to short take him.
If you told me that a plan was just a straight up short case.
Well,
We talked about it in the
Well, we
I thought that's kind of why I warned you before. I was just gonna shoot, but I thought maybe you should be aware.
regardless, it wasn't our intention to put you in danger with him.
Can we get affected with lycanthropy?
Me,
Did someone get bitten?
at me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it was funny when he's like, I thought you should be aware. She is aware.
So
Yeah.
we were not using you. We were helping you, but also trying to get more information about Dominic and the revolution thing to free Chatz's people. We've been here for weeks trying to get more information. Still
We
none.
did tail you into the castle, it's true, but you seem to be more than just a simple ambassador for your people. Mind sharing what your intentions were with Dominic?
He's
brokering peace.
You can see the hand he has on Onyx's shoulder tightens, and he says, "Onyx, we will have words about this when we get back to Singorn. I don't appreciate being used for your family's well-being." And he looks directly at you, and you can definitely see in Onyx's face, like, he looks worried, but also kind of pissed at the same time. Like,
Don't let him talk down to you. You're a king.
do you say that out loud?
I whisper it to him. But I don't say it like it's a loud whisper.
So, obviously, Onyx and Sylris both look at you, and he looks bewildered. Both Sylris and Onyx.
Onyx knows. I already told him.
Yeah, but like, why are you bringing it up? Type of thing.
Yeah.
And Sylris is like, "You're a king? What are you talking about?"
I don't know. What happened?
Regardless, why did you kill Dominic? I had it under control. He was going to give us the information.
No, he wasn't. He was going to murder you.
Yeah, definitely felt like he was going to murder you.
Definitely felt like a trap to murder you.
What?
Remember when I said that I'm supposed to stop you from dying?
Yeah.
Because you do die. Well, you did die. You do and did.
And how do you know I died?
This
Let's
is never
just-
easy.
Let's make things less complicated.
Okay,
We've
yes,
been
I am
trying-
from the future.
No. Shut up.
Right.
His brain explodes.
You need to
Oh,
shit.
you-
I was the
You
cause
failed
all
at your job. You
along.
just died. Brain just exploded.
While we were looking
You're
at
the killer.
information on
Mission
Dominic
failed.
and
Yeah.
his generals, we heard that your life was in danger.
Sure, they could just go with that.
he does like roll deception.
God.
Oh no.
What?
Oh!
He looks directly at you and he just like squints his eyes.
Okay, fine. He's from the future and he's got a directive or whatever to protect you.
I feel like the
If
metal
you die-
dog kind of gave that away.
If you die, the whole world blows up or something. I didn't really listen when he was talking about it. You're really important in this area.
You don't listen. That's
No,
fair. I
I just
understand.
look at you.
I appreciate that.
Sylris looks at you and looks at you. Whatever you're here for. I mean, you didn't need to kill Dominic.
No, we did. But like I said, we're there for a revolution. The intention
Part
was
of
to
the
kill
job-
them all along. We're working 2 different jobs here, okay? It's, we're adventurers, and we picked up 2 bulletin board assignments, and they were really related, way more than we thought. That's all.
I had it handled. I
No,
didn't need you to
I'm
fight.
sure you did, but there was another opportunity to take care of.
Yeah, we actually
another
didn't kill him for
thing.
you. We killed him for him.
Or just the
Yes, Dominic would have died regardless.
Yeah, we were intending on killing
It just
him.
wasn't.
Yeah, he was actually number 3 on our list, but then we were there, so...
You've got the information that you needed.
Yes.
Cool. We'll see. Everyone seems to have won out at the end.
Plus, you have us to help you kill the tree now.
But now I don't have reinforcements from the mountain to help
You
defend.
don't
They weren't
need-
going to
They weren't
send
going
them.
to send them.
You don't know that for
No,
a
I
fact.
really know that.
I know for a fact they weren't going to send them.
This town that we passed a while ago that looked completely destroyed,
Yes.
they've been stealing resources from that town and using those people as their workers for months. And as soon as it came under
Workers.
attack, they sent no one to help. No one.
I know because I was there defending it.
We were the ones that defended it.
Well, you didn't do a great
I wasn't.
job.
That's
I
because
wasn't
we
there.
left.
I
Because
was not
there
in
were
that group.
it was
You
not-
cannot sign me up under the failure of protecting the town.
5 people can't defend a town with 4 gates for very long.
The 3 of us practically fought a horde by ourselves.
Impressive.
What did you have?
Yeah, you were there.
Like
Huh?
No,
You- you
not-
two.
not
Okay, good. I was like, I need credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Duke,
Yeah.
but Duke's not there.
He left.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
moved
Fuck
on.
Duke.
Look, I'm just telling you what we've observed. They sent no one to help. Their people that they had on the mountain, they didn't send anyone to help them either. They left them there to die. They were never going to help you.
Roll me
They all sound like assholes.
persuasion.
Who?
I wouldn't bank on that.
You.
You're
You're
making the
Do
argument.
I get advantage because somebody's helping me?
Guidance.
Oh.
You can guide. I will not say you get advantage.
Okay, what am I rolling? A performance?
Persuasion.
All of the P's.
Which dice hasn't rolled a 1? 2.
Oh, that was.
I mean, you can still roll guidance.
Yeah.
I'm rolling like shit.
But don't you have a negative?
No, I have a
Great.
+3.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Oh god, where's the D4?
Is she the most persuasive person you guys got?
I got one.
I have
No,
for
she's not.
deception.
No, I am.
Charisma. Persuasion.
Oh,
It's
7.
like, I think it'd be
No.
Chatz.
yeah.
7.
Really shitty.
So you can definitely see you're trying to convey all this information, and
Yeah.
you get that squint again from him, like, I don't believe you, but also it doesn't really matter at this point. Like, you're in it, and you're the best option he has.
What's your plan for this tree? How are you?
Well, we're going to study it and try and find it's the source of whatever is causing this corruption, and perhaps expunge it.
I
And
told you where the source was coming from, didn't I? I lost the adopted brother there.
well, that's potentially one of the sources. There's potentially multiple trees that are spreading this. So again, we can go to that the one you found and
Oh, I think we destroyed that one. Or we tried to. I don't know.
So, the question then.
Yes.
What's your plan to get rid of it?
well, we have various components, and you can definitely tell he's trying to put into layman's terms like spells.
You don't
Like-
need to.
Like we will take some soot and some tree roots
So
and
you're gonna
some.
make a fireball.
Yeah,
Catch it on fire. Magic. You're gonna use magic.
that's one attempt. Yes,
Magic worked for us.
okay. We don't know what is going to cause this to revert the corruption. This is
Your palanquin is carrying a bunch of experiments.
no.
No shit. Well,
It was just, I told you, it was just granola bars.
Wait,
what are you doing with granola
I say that in my
bars?
head. I say that, no, we
we
don't
don't have it anymore.
You can't hear me.
No.
Why aren't you, why aren't you listening to what I'm saying to you?
Out loud.
Yeah.
I like that.
What? What are you talking
I
about?
was not aware you were talking. I apologize.
I look at
I
Rosemary.
do listen. I don't just look.
Rosemary gives you a. I told you don't have it anymore.
Yeah!
You definitely get some weird glances from Sylris as you're trying to communicate. You can't telepathically communicate anymore. Well, what else do you think I have in this palanquin?
Oh, it's good.
You're pretty light. It's probably a lot of granola bars.
Snacks.
Yeah.
There are some rations, yes.
We're way out of view of the mountain. Why are you
Yeah.
still walking?
Okay,
Are
you
you
could get in there
kidding me?
now.
I told him to not be a pompous ass.
Yeah, you guys
Well-
encourage him to continue
a
walking.
really nice thing like that is probably air conditioned.
And you guys...
You better not start sitting in a
Deception.
palanquin.
What's that?
You better not start sitting in a
Sapphire's mouth's
palanquin.
gonna get her in
This is
trouble.
Yeah, right?
I
Deception?
didn't plan to.
What is it? What is
It's a
it?
4.
It's a 4.
Just get rid of your dice.
7.
All of them.
He
I
look-
know, I rolled that on every dice.
This is perfect. He looks directly at you and says, "How can you possibly know that?"
Because it's magic. I can see magic.
No, you can't.
Magic.
How do you know? You know me? Are you my brother who's known me my entire life that would know? I look at Onyx that I can see magic.
He looks directly at Onyx, and Onyx looks directly at him, and they
A
just
lot of thinking.
they don't make any facial recognition. And Sylris is like, "You can't see magic." Onyx didn't rat you out, but he didn't confirm or deny.
It's just an educated guess, man. They look, like you
Did
haven't
you-
ever seen dirt in your life.
Did you go inside the palanquin?
How would I have gotten in there? They've been carrying it the whole time.
Answer the question. Did you go inside the palanquin?
I didn't walk in there, no.
Roll me.
I didn't walk.
Technically not deception, but you are lying about entering.
But I didn't walk in there.
It's not persuasion necessarily. It's deception adjacent. I'm going to say deception.
I'm getting myself more in trouble. Why did anyone let Sapphire talk?
Did you say you can't see magic? Is that what you
He
said?
said that she can't see magic.
I can see magic.
Oh,
Just to distract.
Oh, okay.
He would say, he's like, I can see magic.
and he looks at you.
Natural 20!
Oh my god.
The distraction seemed to be enough. He looks at you and looks back at you and says that you can see magic.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. I didn't peg you two for magic folk. I figured you, and he gestures to your bows. I figured you were just rangers.
Didn't you see
Rangers.
us fight? You saw us cast magic when we fought.
I didn't cast any magic.
First
Yeah.
of all,
I
that's
cast
rude.
lightning arrow.
You did.
I've seen.
I did, but I didn't do it. What I did was hand
I
Rowan
guess
a snack.
Yeah. Oh, you're just a drug pusher. I forgot.
Yeah,
I
right.
forgot you were that
All of my
I've
magic
seen
is.
many rangers cast spells.
It depends on the... It doesn't matter. Regardless of entering the palanquin or not, it is off limits. And he looks at all of the party.
What are you hiding?
Yeah, what do you got in there? Like porn?
Yes, there's lots of porn.
Oh, and I'm gonna go check it out.
It is off limits.
Elven porn is probably really interesting.
No, it's really boring.
It's very
It's
boring.
very slender and lanky and pointed.
That's true.
I imagine it's like British porn.
It is exactly like British
It's
people.
just old people knitting.
Almost.
It's all porn.
Almost.
They're like,
There we are.
the woman's
Show.
knitting, the man is just eating porridge and it's all over his face. That's what I imagine the British porn.
Sorry, British folk.
Anyway, so
I mean, whatever you're into.
right. As you guys are walking through the forest, again, the sludge would slow you down, but because of your ranger fellows, you're fine. Did you want to do anything else before we go to break?
Figure out what's in it.
I think while all this racket is going on, I think I'm saying to myself, probably the first legitimate prayer in quite some time, to the Cat Lord. And I'm saying, please don't let what happened to Taran happen to the mountain.
Okay.
Just that over and over.
Roll me a D100.
You want
Whoa. Pull one of those out. Those are... what time is it getting to be?
In game, I'm talking. It's probably early afternoon.
Oh, okay, so it's not like getting dark.
No.
It is in between.
Yeah.
It sucks because that was almost really good.
Yeah. 47.
Okay. You don't necessarily feel anything come to you as you are saying the silent prayer to yourself, but a warmth washes over you, like not necessarily a presence, but like it's comforting that you're trying to communicate with the cat again. Like you're feeling things that you haven't felt in a long time. Yes. Anyway, so as you guys are trekking through the forest, do you want to do anything else before we go to break? Good?
Oh, I'm good.
Good. Okay. So we'll pick up there after break.
Thanks for tuning in to Campaigns of the Plains channel. Catch new material every Friday on YouTube and make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Now, on with the show.
And welcome back. We will pick up as you guys are trekking through the forest, walking with the palanquin and all of the elven guards and Sylris towards the corrupted tree. It's going to take you a little while of trekking through the forest. Obviously, with your ranger abilities, you're not slowed down by any means, but you are like trudging through this thick black sludge. There's no wildlife. There's no sound. It is eerily quiet for a while. Sylris will be like talking to some of his guards, saying, go check this out. That looks interesting, and like send them off occasionally to investigate nearby areas. But it seems like they all stay pretty close to the palanquin, which now is no longer being carried. You see these. Let me grab the description. These long spider-like legs that have come out from the bottom of the palanquin and is like walking on its own.
We really could see that magic.
Why didn't you do that the whole time?
I think it'd be kind of creepy in a city.
And he gestures to Rowan. Yes, this is for quick travel. As you can tell, it is significantly faster on its spider-like legs as it's like skittering through the sludge. And it definitely has troubles occasionally, like where it'll hit a little bit of a deeper pocket and it'll have to like pull itself out and keep going as it still is, trudging through the sludge as well.
D&D brought to you by Tim Burton.
This was not Tim Burton inspired, actually.
Oh.
This was Steven Universe inspired.
Oh.
It also reminds me of the Wild Wild West.
Oh, Travis loves that movie.
It's a good movie.
It is.
His little chair legs,
Yeah.
they turn into a spider.
Yeah. I guess I am kind of on the lookout, making sure, nothing's coming at us, or...
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check. The density of the forest drastically changes as you're walking through it. Like sometimes it's pretty open, like not a lot of trees, more shrubbery, and then sometimes it's very dense and you can barely see past, like right in front of you because the trees are just so dense, and the palanquin has to like squeeze and shift to get through. What'd you roll?
24.
You probably would see I wouldn't say footprints, like disturbances in not the force. In go ahead.
While I was riding in the palanquin off the mountain,
Okay, yeah.
but I've got a short rest. I was just sitting there having a good time. You weren't angry.
I will say it would not have been an hour between getting from the entrance down to the base of the mountain. That would probably have been like half hour tops. So no, you did not get short rest. There was probably a disturbance in some of the tar-like substance. Like there's like a sheen over quite a bit of it, but there are definitely areas where it looks like there has been some sort of movement in the nearby vicinity, especially as the farther you get in. It seems like paths that go perpendicular to where you go, sometimes at different odd directional angles. It's not like they're directly going in the same path that you are necessarily, but there's still some movement around. Does anyone else want to be doing anything as you guys are trekking through? Good?
Is there any way to know how far we are?
Sylris would open up the palanquin and start digging around in the bag and not find the map that because you took the map. So he would say, "1 moment, please," and he would open up the palanquin and like jump in as it's moving, and start digging around and throw open the door. Where is the map? I know it was just here. Did one of you take it? And he looks at the guards, who all look like, no, I didn't take it. Did you take it? Like, they all look very confused. And then he looks at the rest of you. Where's the map?
I don't have it.
Sapphire just looks at Lucian.
Do you have the map?
Roll deception.
Can I have the map?
Well, let's see if she passes the deception check. And roll insight.
I forgot that I took it.
It literally just happened.
Yes. 9? 9.
What's your insight?
That is 11.
I mean, you know she's lying pretty easily, and Sylris would just look at you and know you're lying, but continue.
Hear her with my
I mean,
passive.
my
know
passive
she's lying.
is-
Oh, yeah.
My passive is of it anyway, but yeah. Wakanda needed?
I reach into my bag and I hand it to Lucian.
Sylris just rolls his eyes
Is
and
this the map?
How'd I get there?
Sylris closes up the palanquin again and jumps down and continues along with you and looks at the map over your shoulder. It doesn't look like we're far now, and he just shoots daggers at you with his eyes.
I give him a heart in hands. Love a kiss.
What else is on this map?
It's a pretty barren map. Whoever made this is not great at cartography, as it literally just has like a triangle for the mountain, with a bunch of like circles with like bottoms to them to be trees, and then again just checkered dot to a specific point in the Verdant Expanse.
Treasure map on like Captain Crunch.
Literally, yes. Like
X marks the
Yeah.
spot.
yes.
How could you possibly know? Just gonna.
He must be a genius. He knows how to fill the map.
Mhm.
Take this back.
And you hand it to
Yeah.
him, and he takes it and puts it.
I ate one of your rations too.
Why does that not surprise me?
Hungry.
Very well. We are probably an hour or so out, perhaps less.
Okay.
Thankfully, we are able to move very quickly, even though, and he glances down, even though we are trudging through tar.
Yes. I believe we all might, well, at least a good portion of us might need a moment of rest before, just in case anything bad happens to be there.
Very well. I mean, should we stop? And we really should keep going. I mean,
Well, let's get closer, but I would like to forewarn you before we get there.
would you like to take rest in the palanquin? It probably can sit several of you.
That's not a bad idea.
And he gestures to the palanquin, and the doors fling open.
Okay. I'm hopping in.
Oh, I'll hop in too.
Roll,
Chatz, you should get in there too.
roll me acrobatics as it is moving, as you're trying to jump in it.
Sure, I'll jump into it.
Is anyone else jumping in? Rosemary is going to jump in.
I need a short
How
rest.
many
My
of
health
us
is
could
gross.
actually fit in it?
It's a decent size. You probably can all at least stand in it. Probably not like sleep or sit comfortably, but you can at least stand in it. There's standing room enough.
15.
15 for acrobatics? Okay.
14.
Okay.
30-20.
Okay. Are you guys jumping in as well?
I just climb it.
Yeah, you're fine.
Sit on top of it.
Are you jumping
Maybe I
in?
will.
Well, I guess I look around. Everyone else gets into it. He doesn't need to.
Right. He doesn't need a short rest.
Mhm.
Rosemary definitely looks pretty hurt, so she's going to jump in.
I'll offer her my hand to help her up.
Okay.
She's not as athletic as the rest of us are.
She's not as acrobatic, you mean?
With all that armor.
Right. I mean, she looks just as nimble as Lucian, but with your help, you're able to get in. Did you jump in?
23.
Yeah, you're fine. So you guys all managed to help each other, and several of you much easier than others, but you're now in this nice, cool, comparatively tight quarters.
Why are they so upset about me being in here? Just let us in.
It's more about he offered this time.
Fair enough.
And
You just didn't walk in the last time.
I didn't walk in.
Rosemary will shut the door behind her, and she will sit down, like right where she was standing, and just, this feels nice. And she'll just like unfurl her hair a bit, as it is thick red hair, like it is hot.
I'll take her hair and I'll start French braiding it and then roll it into a ball on top of her head and pin it in place so it's off her neck.
Thank you, dear.
That's why I cut all mine off.
I appreciate that. That feels very nice. And she like starts rubbing her neck with some wool cloth to help cool herself down. And she definitely looks in her heavy armor like she's feeling the heat. What are you guys doing? Are you guys just taking a short rest?
Short rest.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Go ahead and roll any hit dice you would like. And roll.
I'm gonna use. Let's see, where am I at?
Rosemary will offer prayer of healing if need be. Otherwise, we can just use hit dice.
What's prayer healing to?
I will look it up.
It heals.
Prayer of healing. It's a 10-minute cast.
9.
Gets you 2d8 plus spellcast modifier, so it'd be 2d8 plus 5 to anyone in the nearby vicinity. It's up to 6 creatures, so that would include all of you, including her.
You need to save your spells.
Very well. Okay, sounds good. Short rest.
I'm really on.
12 plus 6.
Yeah, keyboards.
What?
Okay, only 2 away from max. I feel like
Rosemary's looking much better after using several hit dice.
yeah, same. Maybe like half of mine. Why? Rowan,
I
do you have any potions on you?
think I have one. You need a potion?
No, you're just the fastest. I have a greater healing. I wanted to give it to you.
Oh, no, I've got a potion on
If,
me.
okay. Do you have potions?
I think I have the potion. I also can heal.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure like there were potions distributed around the group in case one of us went down.
I have like a tiny little potion.
Okay, I'll keep mine. I don't think my brother's boss likes me, guys.
You're kind of making him look like an ass in front of his boss.
That's fair. Wasn't my intention, you know. Lucian asked me to come into the thing and check it out. I just forgot that I had the map on me.
Well, I mean, there's that, but there's also the fact that you're trying to mess with your brother while he's on duty.
I know, but I haven't seen him in 3 years. It was fun.
And it's understandable, but right now is not the time.
I'll be nice.
Okay, Dad.
All I'm saying is, if you were on a job and your brother came over and started tickling you during the job, I mean,
My brother's too serious to fool around.
all the more reason for it to be weird.
What about Amethyst? Would she tickle you on the job?
No, but she'd probably put a frog in my bag.
That would be funny. I'd laugh.
Be hard not to.
Anyways, I hopped down and out of
Oh,
the.
you're leaving?
I mean, you would have finished your short rest by this
Okay,
time.
Gotcha.
Um,
There's
so
no reason for me not to. I mean,
Yeah, but it's comfy in here.
it is. It's nice and cool in here.
I'm also we're really cramped in here,
True.
and I'd rather keep an eye out for what's going on.
So, as you guys finish up your short rest, we'll get to you leaving in a second. You guys would hear a commotion coming from outside the palanquin. Are you taking a look, I'm assuming, as you're going to jump out? So, are you just looking at the window, or are you going to just open the door?
I'm gonna open the door. I mean,
So as you fling open the door, you see now several of the guards that you had seen kind of search parties type of thing. Some of them have not come back. And so several of the other guards have gone to investigate as they have broken line of sight from them. And you hear what sounds like combat coming from a good 20 feet or so away from you behind some trees. But it definitely sounds like familiar, like gnashing and smacking and fisticuffs and combat.
undead assholes outside.
Alright.
How tall is this palanquin?
It is 15 feet tall.
I'm gonna crawl up on top of the roof.
Okay, sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take like a perch, kind of like as a scout, so I can shoot things.
Sure, sounds good. So You guys all would hear this as Rowan is just taking the lead. Are you...
As I'm falling down, I'm shifting.
Okay, sounds good. Does anyone else want to do anything in preparation before combat starts?
Anybody want to be fast?
Sure, I'll be fast.
Well, other attack. I hand you a piece of licorice. Eat this when the combat starts. It'll make.
Okay.
And then it'll make you feel really bad, but just ignore that part.
Okay. Yeah. So
Sounds
good. I have a piece of licorice in hand, and I pull out my 2 rapiers, and I'm heading towards the sound of combat.
Okay. Does anyone else want to do anything before we...
I would probably climb up onto the top of Palkine with Sapphire.
Okay, sounds good. And then, are you just taking a perch and keeping an eye?
Yeah, just seeing what's out there.
Okay, sounds good. And then what are you doing? You're putting your helmet on?
I'm preparing a Ray of Frost.
Okay, sounds good. Are you doing anything with...
Caius,
thank you. I just want to call him Fido.
So I actually can... Because I can do stuff with him on my turn.
Okay.
So
that's fine. So, you guys would hear the commotion like 20 feet away. It sounds like a small horde of some sort. On the opposite side of the palanquin, you guys would also hear what sounds like thud, 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 which sounds very familiar to all of you except for Lucian. You remember some of the creatures who have previously fought like transformed creatures with like a large green, almost gorilla looking thing. It sounds very similar to one of those. But you guys can't see it currently as it's on the, it sounds like it's coming from the other side of the palanquin, and engaging with some of those guards. From the eastern part of the palanquin, you guys would see a large red and blue, very familiar looking jaguar type of creature with a long tail and an eye jump out of one of the trees and just start mauling one of the guards that was pretty close to the palanquin. So anyone with readied actions, so I believe it'd be you, if you want to do your Ray of Frost, go ahead.
yes. This one looks like a doo-doo. Well, shit. Hey, this is not bad. 19.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Wait, yeah, it's not a saving throw, it's attack, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So plus doesn't know. Okay, 15.
Okay, go ahead and mark that down for me, please. That is cold damage, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good.
Could I bite down on the licorice?
Yep, you can totally do that, but we will roll for initiative at this point.
It's my reaction to give you that, not yours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm just this flavor. Eat this.
yeah, flavor.
Man, I rolled one natural 20 and I'm shot for the night.
Ooh.
Okay. Huh, that's the same. Okay, cool. Chatz.
12.
Sapphire.
14.
Rowan.
19.
Rosemary.
Oh, I haven't rolled for her yet. We'll skip her for now. I have the enemies rolled. Oh, I can roll this one. One moment. It's probably like 13? No, 12.
Finnick.
11.
Is Onyx and
Sure. More shit for me to take care of. 16.
okay. And then how many enemies?
Currently you see 2. One of them is a 8, and the other one is 14. You can put the gorilla at 14 and the jaguar at 8.
Okay. Cool. Well, that puts Rowan up front.
That's his foot for you.
What's your initiative, honey?
12.
Oh, Rowan, sorry. What's your initiative?
19.
So right before you go, actually, you would hear sorry, you would actually all hear a very familiar like gibberish speaking, just a bunch of voices coming from behind the cart, from where you guys came from, almost like following you. Out from behind the trees is a yellow, like snake-like looking individual. It's a large creature, and it has a bunch of mouths all over it. You guys have fought one of these previously, and it just looks like they're all trying to talk and gnash at the same time, and it's coming behind the cart. So you are jumping out of the cart. It's not going to immediately attack you because there's guards between you and it, but it's just going to start like slashing at several of the guards, and the guards definitely look frightened and like terrified and like aren't moving. So it looks like this thing is definitely causing a reaction from them.
So yeah, I will use my free action to light up my staff.
Oh, sounds good. You can put him at 22 for initiative, by the way. Please and thank you.
Which one?
This is just put lizard man. I don't know what it means.
And you said that the jaguar one is in combat with another guard, right?
Correct. He is like on top of this guard, like ripping this thing to this man to shreds. Unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll target that one first. I don't suppose, since it's prone, he's probably not giving me advantage, is he?
He technically is still an enemy, so I would say he won't give you advantage. He'll give you advantage for sneak attack, but not for attacking him.
Okay. First attack is a natural 20.
Okay, yeah, definitely hits.
Well, that also works.
Good start. Good throw.
Good stuff. So that's first attack. Second attack is a 20.
Yep, that hits.
30, 20. We'll do those two first. 8, 6s. So 17 for the first one.
Damage?
Yeah.
Okay. That's cold and force, right?
Cold and bludgeoning.
Okay.
Second attack. Better. 20 damage.
Okay.
And then flurry of blows.
Mm-hmm.
First attack is an 18.
That hits.
And second attack is a 12.
12 does not. So, as you jump down with your staff, you light it, and a icy blue emanates from it, and you crack right in its head and in its side, and it's definitely distracted as you're hitting it while it's gnashing at this man on underneath him. And he sees you as you're smacking into him, and he just tries to nip at you, but you obviously manage to dodge out of the way of it. But you drop your staff quick, or you throw it up in the air, and then you give him one across the face, but he manages to miss your other uppercut. What's he at total so far? After all the damage? I guess.
Oh, was there?
He
Yeah,
still
I
has
had
more.
flurry of blows.
Yep.
13.
13
on top of that.
Okay. This is all like the same target.
Correct.
All just target.
Yep. Because you did Ray of
65.
Frost. I mean, you're definitely like bashing him in, but he looks pretty beefy. Like he's showing some signs of hurt, but he's definitely not on death's door or anything.
Let's go ahead and have him make a. Let's have him make a dex saving throw.
Okay. 12 does not save, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so he is prone at the moment.
Okay, sounds good. So you manage to sweep the leg quick, and he just falls, and he is prone. So he's laying on top of this guard that he was ripping apart.
But he's not, he's just giving him a big kitty hug.
Right, on the side.
Alright,
Do you want to do anything else?
oh...
You would have plenty of movement to do whatever you'd like.
Yeah. Look around real quick. Do I see the seeming form of Sylris at all?
A quick glance around, you don't see Sylris at the moment.
I'm just going to yell down at the guard. I'll be like, "Get up, soldier!"
And he looks like he has been ripped into his chest pretty good. You don't know if he's gonna make it, but he's like screaming and like, "Get this thing off me!" Ah! But
Sure. Yeah, that's me.
okay, sounds good.
Cool. Onyx.
Okay, Onyx is going to run over to the big snake man, lizard man, whatever, and he's gonna try and whack this thing. Let me double check.
Oh, starting the jaguar thing.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to just try and smack this thing. Oh, that's definitely going to hit. He is going to attempt to pump a smite into it. But you do see this lizard-like man like mutter something as Onyx is casting his smite, and it fizzles. So it's just going to be a straight attack. But that is... Let's do... And... That is 6 damage, I believe. I have to check. I am wrong. That is 12 damage.
Those are different.
Yes, those are different numbers. You're correct. Yeah, so he's slashes in for their first attack for 12 damage. And the next one misses. He manages to swipe across his chest and like cut some of the mouths that are on this thing. But then he goes for another, and the monster just like blocks his attack, unfortunately. But that is his turn.
Alright.
That's all I can do. So he is in melee with the lizard man.
Okay. My turn?
Yep.
Okay. Well, this BreezeSong's gotta stick together, so I'm gonna help my brother fight Mouthman.
Sounds good.
I'm going to use my Fire Warrior and the bullshit. See how well that looks.
Okay.
So I'm rolling like shit. It's probably not gonna work well, but we will see what happens. 16?
16 total, or you roll?
No, I rolled a 16, so it's like 24.
That definitely hits.
Okay. Oh, I rolled really well. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Also, as part of that fall prone, he gets pushed 15 feet.
Okay.
24.
Did not read that.
24 damage. Okay. So you shoot, like you pull the bowstring and release it, and it hits this thing right in one of its mouths, and it just like, it pins the tongue down, and it just like tries to move its tongue, and it just fails as it's like gnawing at this arrow that eventually breaks. But you did puncture quite a big hole in one of its mouths.
And then there's two other things that I can see.
Yeah, at this point you can see the other side, the gorilla-like thing, is like bashing into several of the guards.
Okay.
It's a big beefy boy.
And Rowan's fighting something too, right?
Rowan was fighting the...
Disregard. That was a different saving throw.
Oh.
Just their grammar is awful.
Oh, okay. So there's a prone jaguar-like thing with an eye tail. You will have disadvantage because he is prone. Because you're a ranged person.
Right. Okay. Oh.
Oh.
Well, I will fire at the gorilla.
Okay, sounds
I'm
good.
using my...
Gorilla.
I'm going to use my distance strike, so this will be my second attack to a random creature.
Okay.
To another creature, and then... I'll use my bullshit. Let's see what happens. No.
What'd you roll? Okay, what'd you roll total? 16 hits? This is a large monstrosity. It's a big beefy boy.
Hey.
23.
Okay, 23 damage. So this thing is...
That was 23?
Yeah, because I used my bullshit.
Oh, bullshit.
Yeah.
So this thing is wailing into some of the guards, and you just like aim down right at its head and manage to get it right in its neck, and it like looks up at you and just
I'm just popping.
roars.
So it's funny because I get to teleport. I can teleport 10 feet when I do that, and I'm just popping up and down, like popping around, like popping around on top of the.
I'm sure it confuses Finnick
Yeah,
to know.
I mean, I know
I'm like-
you do that,
Yeah,
but like,
I'm like, I'm over here, Finnick.
Annoyed
Yeah, I'm over here,
about
Finnick.
it.
Look over here,
Annoyed.
Finnick. And then I'm gonna do it again.
Because you have 3 attacks?
Yeah, I get a third attack if I do that. I hit 2.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So then I'm gonna hit the eye monster, the mouth monster.
you have disadvantage.
No, the mouth monster, no. The
I'm
jaguar,
gonna
she
hit-
would.
I'm gonna hit
That's
mouth-
my
Oh, I
bot.
thought she said eye monster.
I meant mouth monster.
Oh,
She didn't say
okay.
monster.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bullshit again. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Oh, that's better than the 4, so probably hits. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, it's a big different creature. That's right.
Correct.
Okay,
No, you still have to do math.
Yes.
15.
15 does not,
Okay.
unfortunately. So, again, you release it, going directly for that mouth again, but Onyx, his head gets in the way, and so you immediately recorrect, and it misses him.
Onyx.
He's like, what? What?
I'm
busy!
You're in my way, dude. Move your head.
Is he directing a parade?
No, he's attacking this large monstrosity, so he's obviously, like, it's bigger than him. He's going after its chest. I know you are.
It's the gorilla.
Okay. So this thing is just going to start wailing on several of the guards. Let's do. Oh yeah, all of those hit. So with a bite and a couple smacks to one of the guards, he just goes limp. And after that, the next guy just gets backhanded and gets flung against a tree. You both would see Sylris is on this side. He seems like he is pretty scared, distraught, as he may or may not be combat ready. But he is trying to help as best he can. But he definitely looks like he may or may not be the next target for this gorilla man. That is all he can do.
Sapphire's over here like, it's not my problem, and then she's like, oh, but it is.
So, gorilla man's done.
Okay.
Taking out a couple guards with him.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna probably have to hop out of the palanquin to see the gorilla.
I mean, in theory, you could look through a window. You would hear this roar and like bashing on the other side of the wall, but there's no door on this side.
Yeah, I guess I'll get out of it then.
Okay.
How far away is the gorilla from Sylris?
I mean, you don't know that Sylris is over there. I mean,
If I go around to see him,
I mean,
like to see, because it seems like the gorilla is probably going to go after this dude next. Would I not be able to see both if I went around?
yes. What I'm saying is, Lucian wouldn't know that that's where Sylris is. So, I mean, you would hear a commotion from that side. You would hear the jaguar thing, and you would hear the chattering mouths. You definitely can go over to the gorilla, but you wouldn't know that's where Sylris is. You can look around and try and find him if you'd like. That would probably be your action to like run around and search and find him, as he may or may not look almost identical to several of the other guards.
How many guards are left?
Right now by the palanquin, there's probably like 4 or so. It seems like some of them have run off to deal with the horde that's nearby. Seems like the numbers are thinning.
Okay. Well, I'm going to attack the... the gorilla is the biggest threat.
In
So
theory?
I'm going to shoot it twice.
Okay.
It is the biggest thing here. To me, it is the biggest threat.
Physically, it's the biggest threat.
I mean, they're all large size, so...
He looks big and muscular, so...
Sure. Okay, so you run around to the other side to see the gorilla, and then you would see the gorilla engaging with several of the guards, and potentially Sylris.
Okay. Alright. So that is a 17 and a 15.
Those both hit.
Cool.
What are you casting?
Oh, I'm shooting him with my guns.
Oh, okay.
I cast bullet.
Yeah.
They're not bullets.
I cast gun.
That's more... It's more accurate. Okay.
That misses.
What? Hello? These are all 8s. Oh, here's a 10. Ooh. Okay. So 15 and 12 for force damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tell Caius to focus efforts on this giant hulking beast of a whatever monstrosity it is.
Okay. What's his movement speed? Is it 40? Is that right? 30, 40?
I guess. I can't pull him up. Oh, wait, here it is.
Yeah, it's under extras. I remember adding that to you.
I don't see the move. Oh, 40, yes.
So he probably would be able to get close, but maybe not in melee with this big boy.
Okay.
So he can make his way over there. Make him away.
Okay, cool.
Did you have anything else?
I'm going to yell out. Sylris, I don't know where you are, but I need you to get inside now. And that will be my turn.
Okay.
It is Chatz after me.
Okay. So Chatz, you're hasted.
Chatz has a case of the zoomies.
Yes, you do. What are you doing?
I'm gonna zoom. See, is anyone in combat, like in melee with the gorilla?
You don't know. You can't see that side of the palanquin
Oh, okay.
because you are exiting the right side. The gorilla's on the left side.
Gotcha.
You heard shit going down over there, but you have no idea who's in combat with it.
Okay. All right.
I'm in combat with the
You're in combat with the kitty.
Yes.
and
Onyx is.
Onyx is in combat with the snake dude.
Mouth man.
Yes, Mouthman.
Also, the kitty's prone, so you get advantage.
Ooh.
You'd get advantage regardless because of.
Wow.
Rowan.
Yeah, I can like. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom up on the kitty,
Okay.
and
Yeah, pussy in pussy action.
With haste, do you get sneak attack twice, or do you? Cause you get another
no, it's
attack
once
action?
per turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're very careful with their wording there.
Because sneak attack twice in the same turn would be crazy.
Okay, so with the Lost Love, it is a 24 to hit the kitty.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
Okay.
Roll it up.
Okay, and then that's. Okay. Alright, we got 8. That's 10. That's 7. Alright, so we got hold on. 10, 14, 18, 24, or 31 plus 6 would be 37 damage on Kitty.
That's what
Should be at like 90 now, right?
102.
Oh, nice.
Okay, and then I'm going to hit with the Blood Rapier.
Okay.
Okay, that's gonna be a 21 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay. I'll for the hell of it, I'll use my Savage Attacker here.
Okay.
Okay, so that'll be 8 more damage.
Okay.
And then, yeah, why not? I'll attack him again with the Blade of Lost Love.
Okay.
Okay, that's 25 to hit.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Okay, and so I guess
It's 2 attack actions.
yeah. So do I add my modifier for?
I would
The
believe
hasted?
so. Yes.
Okay.
It
Because I
should-
know for my offhand I cannot. But
Correct.
okay, nice. That's going to be another 12 damage.
So
Kitty.
yeah, with your rapiers, you are like Zorroing this kitty's side as it's just slicing and eviscerating its ribs and intestines. Like
Mhm.
you're definitely carving into this thing. It's looking pretty hurt, but it just like yowls in pain and hisses at you.
Mhm.
What's he at total?
122.
I mean, it's looking pretty rough. Who's next? Or was that? Sorry, was that it? Or you?
I'm thinking.
You still have movement.
Yep. I guess. Okay, so I have double movement, so I have 60 feet. How many feet did it take to get there?
Like 10, 15 total.
10, 15. Okay. I might move. Yeah, I might move back towards the palanquin. Yeah, I'm gonna move back to the palanquin.
Okay.
Give me a little distance.
So as you're running away from this prone creature,
Mhm.
it's going to try and swipe at your leg.
Okay.
And a 20-something hits, of course.
Yeah.
So
My AC is 20 right now.
it's well over 20.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll both. So you take 15 damage. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 15 damage. I was right. From the slash as he cuts into your leg.
I'll use my uncanny dodge.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Cool. That's my turn.
Sounds good. Who's next?
Rosemary.
Okay, she is going to.
Yeah.
Yes, she is going to jump out of.
She always does.
Yes.
Right? Just
Jump out and scare,
Move.
scare Finnick. She is going to cast Guiding Bolt at the one by Onyx, as it's a ranged spell attack. So she is going to hit and do well. She hits, but you can definitely tell that the radiant damage that like smacks into this creature's shoulder does not penetrate its skin at all. Unfortunately, it seems to be immune to any type of radiant damage.
Does the effect still stay, though?
It does glow.
Okay.
Yes. So the next attack against it, next attack roll. So it can't be a save, it has to be an attack roll against it with have advantage.
That's the mouth monster.
Yes, mouth monster.
Oh, stop.
But that is her turn because she cast a spell. She jumped out. That's all she's got. Okay, who's next?
Finnick.
What you got? You're on top.
Yeah.
You can see all three
You can see all
creatures.
three. And you've been fired at the gorilla. You fired at the gorilla?
I also fired the mouth monster.
That's true, she did. The mouth monster is glowing.
Glowing, and the
Kitty is prone, so it would be
I get disadvantage.
correct.
He will probably take his.
Unless it's a spell. Spell would be different.
Yeah, it's not gonna be so.
Okay.
I'll take my first attack at the mouth monster.
Okay, at advantage, yep.
It's like a 23.
That hits.
Okay. Let me look to see what that does. And then I will use the Colossus Slayer as well because it is below its
Max health.
max health.
Okay.
So that is 16.
Okay. So 16 damage.
Yeah.
Is that
That's just
regular damage?
damage, I think.
Okay, sounds
yeah.
good. I don't know if there was.
Colossus Slayer doesn't. I think it's just extra damage. It's like an extra D8 is all.
Okay.
So that's just 16.
Sounds good.
It's still.
It's still. I mean, it has plenty of health. This thing looks beefy.
Yeah.
You definitely like shoot it in its arm, and it just like hisses at you, and it doesn't seem phased too much. Again, these things seem pretty beefy. What's he at total for damage?
66.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he has shown wear and tear.
Mhm.
He's about to go kill some Jedi.
Sure.
3 short rings.
Is there anyone like in melee with that creature?
Yes.
Onyx.
Onyxes.
Sorry, Onyx. As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Lightning Arrow,
Okay.
and I will attack it again.
Okay.
Just normal,
Sure.
and that's a 25.
Definitely hits.
So it needs to make. The target takes 48 lightning damage on a hit,
Okay.
or half damage if I miss, but I hit, so it
Yeah.
takes 48.
Okay.
So these are So that's 7, 14. So that's 20 lightning damage.
Okay, sounds good.
And then it actually
Onyx.
takes the... And then each creature within that has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And then they take 2d8 on a failed, or half as much on a success.
What's the DC?
14.
He makes it,
Okay,
surprisingly.
So he takes 4 damage.
Okay.
Then I haven't rolled the normal damage, have I?
No, you have not. You just did lightning.
That's what I was doing, okay.
What was your lightning damage?
20.
20 to it. And that takes another 13.
Okay.
Just normal.
Sounds good.
I think that's all I can do.
That was your action, bonus action.
Yeah. And then the second action.
Yep.
The second attack.
Yep. And no movement, right?
No, because I'll just stay up there.
Sounds good.
I have to forgot I have to use spell slots.
Yeah.
That's all new again.
You good?
Yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna do.
Who's next?
The Jaguar.
Okay, so it is going to stand up and look at its two surroundings and the thing below it, and it is going to slash at the two of you. Try and bite. Oh no, you ran away. It's
Yep.
going to slash and bite at you. Bite and claw. That's a crit. That's over 20 to hit. 19, does that hit you?
Just
Okay, so all three hit. The bite is 10. 6 plus 5 is 11 plus another 16 from the bite. And then...
so it's 27 from the bite?
Yes, because it's... Let me double check I made sure I did that right. It was 6 plus 5, and then double the force. Yes. Yes.
It's all force damage?
Some of it's piercing.
Oh,
The first part was piercing, and then it's force. And then the two claws... let's roll. First claw is 11 plus 4. So yeah, 11 plus 4. 15 for one claw. And the third attack, the third claw is, oh, that's much better. 7 and 2. 9. So it's definitely wailing into you as you are the closest thing to it. But that's it. That's all I can do. He bites and claws into you and rips up some flesh and tears into your clothes a bit. And just yowls at you. But that's it. That's all he's doing.
The Lizard Man.
Lizard Man. Okay. He is in combat with Onyx, so he's just gonna bite and claw into Onyx, it looks like. Let's see if he can beat DC. That wasn't pretty bad. 19. I think one of those will hit. So he tries to bite into Onyx, and he has the nice plate armor that protects him, fortunately. But one of the claws does manage to get him in the side. And he kind of grabs Onyx and seems to be holding him there. He does appear to be grappled. Is 13 plus 20. Onyx definitely looks like he's having a rough time. That like grab right into his sides, like he's gushing blood, and the creature is like holding on to him, so like you can just see the blood is flowing out of his abdomen, and he screams in pain, and that's the end of Lizard Man's turn.
Rowan.
Me? Alright, bad kitty. A couple of attacks against him.
Okay.
27 for the first hit.
Yep, that hits.
And 19 for the second one.
That hits.
Is 26 with those two hits.
Yep, those will hit. Were you at the top of the initiative?
Yeah.
Sorry, before you went, Sylris would have run into the palanquin. Just FYI.
Cool.
You got the message.
Is Kitty still standing?
What's he at total for damage?
Well, you haven't rolled damage yet.
I did 26.
Oh, I thought that was another damage.
No,
Like another
that
hit
was
roll.
just
Okay, so 148.
Yeah, looking very rough.
Okay.
But again, these are large creatures, so they got some beef to them.
Warrior forces then. 19 plus 9 is 28.
Yep.
And 13 plus 9 is
Over 20.
21.
Yep, both hit.
He's hit dead.
This very well might kill it.
Let's do it now.
It rolls. And 12 is 22.
What's he at total?
170.
Oh, this thing looks like it's holding on for dear life. So
He's on it quick.
you crack again, and this thing looks very hurt, and then you start pummeling into its face, and the eye on its tail looks like it's about to like fall in and of itself, and this thing is bloodied beyond all belief, but it is hanging on by the skin of its teeth.
Okay. No reactions from it. We'll do that as part of the flurry of blows.
Is it a con save or anything?
Yeah,
just
there's no save. It's just
cool.
I can either make a Rowan push him with those two saves, or I can just say no reactions.
Okay, sounds good.
And I'll be like, Chatz, come fucking kill this thing.
Alright.
Sounds good.
Onyx.
Okay, Onyx. As you see, Onyx is obviously impaled by this thing. The mouths seem to be affecting him in some fashion. And let's see if he makes his save. He does not. And Onyx just like stands there and almost seems, I don't want to say paralyzed, like
Mesmerized?
no, because he's not charmed. He's considered stunned. But he is just in so much pain, he doesn't know quite what to do. And you can see, like, the mouths just talking constantly are getting to him. He is looking rough. But this thing is going to immediately... well, he's stunned. He can't do anything. That's the end of his turn, unfortunately. Can't move or speak. He just like incoherently just blah 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 as this thing is clutching on to him. That's the end of Onyx's turn.
Sapphire.
Sapphire will see what's going on, and she will be like, Onyx, snap out of it! And I will use my Planar Warrior and my bullshit. And I will also use one of my fancy arrows. So
Okay.
roll a d20 for me.
I will.
Let's do this right here. Oh yeah, I hit. I rolled a 17 on the die.
It's a 13.
I'll roll my damage first here, and then I'll tell you what the arrow does.
Okay. I can look it up too.
30.
30 damage?
Yep.
Damn.
And the arrow does something. What did you say? You rolled a 13?
Yes. That is magical dust arrow. Needs to make a dex save. Enemy has disadvantage on its attack. So, dex save.
DC 12.
Yep. He makes it.
Okay. And then I will just use a regular arrow for my second attack.
Okay.
But that's, well, Onyx is in danger. Should I just keep shooting at this thing? I better. I'm gonna shoot at this thing again.
Okay.
I'll still use my planner for your
Sounds good.
weapons. 13 on the die, so 20.
That hits.
I'm just gonna count that. I dropped it, but I'm just gonna count it. 17 damage.
Okay. What's he at total?
A 1 and you rolled 132.
I mean, this thing is looking pretty rough. Like, you are, like, impaling several of its mouths, but, like, more and more, just it seems like they're never ending.
Oh, I'm gonna use. We still have a lot of shit that's gonna happen. Maybe I should wait.
It's almost like this is specifically to burn some of your shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna use. I was thinking if I should use my. I can't do anything else. I use my action, my bonus action. Done.
Okay, sounds good. Who's after Sapphire?
The gorilla.
Okay, Gorilla is going to attack. I keep wanting to say fight off. Caius, thank you. I'm never gonna remember that. Caius. He's gonna run over because Caius is the closest thing to it now. And he's gonna start wailing on Caius. So with a bite and 2 claw attacks, all of those are definitely gonna hit. How much health does Caius have? Maybe I should have quantified that.
It doesn't list, so I guess I'll have to roll for it.
He doesn't have a health?
It only lists how to determine hit points.
Oh, okay.
You would think they would have like a box you could fill.
I could have sworn there was.
Oh.
Is it under
It says 67 hit points right on it.
go to extras?
Yeah. Its AC is 15. Hit
I
points
see
is
the
60.
AC 15, but I
Hit.
don't see.
You don't see hit points 67?
It just tells me how to determine his.
Go
Oh,
to extras.
Okay.
Yes.
it has 67 health.
Cool.
So I will roll for damage since that is a significant chunk. But
Stronger than my baby.
well, I mean, he's made for battle, right?
He's not just a scout. Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Though he was scouting and he got taken out in like one episode.
Right.
He's broken, yeah.
So that's 12 plus
Yeah, I got
4.
bits and pieces.
12 plus 4 is
Scouts and pieces.
16 for the first hit. And then 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 5 is 16 for the second hit. And 15 for the third hit. I don't know how much that was total, but
A lot. Okay.
is
Under 60.
was that
It was like under 60 because you
It
didn't get
was.
20.
He's at 20.
okay? Sounds good. So he just starts biting and wailing into this large dog creature, but he whines as he's getting pummeled, but also is ready to strike back at this gorilla creature.
Okay.
That's his turn.
Cool. Well, it's then me again.
Okay, what are you doing? You just saw.
I'm going to continue attacking this damn thing.
You kicked my dog.
Right?
Yeah, I might have to just start.
Gonna go John Wick on this motherfucker.
Yeah. Okay.
Caius just whines and growls and tries to nip at him.
So that's a 19 and a 16.
Both hit.
Okay. Oh boy. Alright. So let's see. 15 and 6. Not. Okay, so. And then because they're now in melee, and because I attacked with a magic weapon, good lord, there's so much shit.
Activated my track card.
It's horrible. I haven't heard that in a long time, and I haven't missed it.
It's time to do.
I just throw a can at your face.
I lay my blue eyes white dragon.
Caius will release an arcane jolt
Every time Chris comes,
at this thing, and that deals an extra 2d6.
Okay. Is it a ranged or a melee attack?
It just says I have to hit the target, so
Oh, okay. It's just like an AoE type of thing.
I'm just assuming he has to be in melee range. 'Cause
Sounds good.
I don't know. I guess it doesn't specify. But...
It's fine.
Okay. So, yeah. 8. Arcane. Oh, force damage.
Okay.
Okay. And then... Caius gets to take his turn. Because he follows immediately after me.
Mike.
Oh, so is that the arcane jolt that you just did?
That's...
So that comes from you. It just
Yeah.
when you hit with a magical weapon or your attacker hits, then you do just extra damage.
you can
Period.
choose to
That's all it
deliver.
is.
Okay. Oh, or... Well, okay.
So he still gets his own thing. That was just you adding some arcane jolt to
I can only do
to-
it once per turn, so that's
Right.
fine. Cool. Well, I'm doing a little extra poke. I'm going to... Let's see. Well... Yeah, I'm just... I'm gonna have Caius attack it.
Okay, go ahead and roll for see if he hits.
Plus... Force Empowered Rend.
Yeah, +4 to hit.
Oh, 22.
That definitely hits.
Okay. And then it's a D8. Oh, not bad. 9 damage.
Okay.
Force damage.
What's he at total?
88.
Okay. I mean, he's definitely been carved into a bit. He's definitely looking rough. Bleeding and whatnot. After Caius bites into him and, he has to, shake him off his arm.
Okay. That'll be...
The end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay, who's next?
Chatz.
What you got, Chatz?
I'm running up to the Kieti,
Okay.
and I'm going to...
It's on death's door.
I'm going to attack it. I'm going to flank it with Rowan.
Get advantage, sure.
Get my advantage. I'm going to stab it with the blood rapier.
Okay.
I'm not going for sneak attack.
You have to.
Do I?
It's the first hit that you make, you cause sneak attack.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Double check that, but
I'll double check. I'll double check.
I'm pretty sure you can't choose when you use sneak attack.
Okay. Once per turn, you can deal an extra 66 for me. Damage to one creature you hit with an attack with a finesse or ranged weapon. You have advantage on the attack roll. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it. That enemy isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll.
So it doesn't say whether you can choose or not.
Correct.
I will say you cannot choose, as you are like. I feel like that's your main attack. Like you're like.
Okay. All right. Well.
Yeah.
Well, it's fine.
Others suggest that you can choose.
It doesn't say that you. The wording doesn't say you must.
Right.
It just says, what does it say? Like you can or.
Yeah, it suggests you can choose. I will let you choose.
Okay. Well, then I would choose to not use it on this one. Okay, so that is going to be like 26 to hit him.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay. Okay, so this would be then 12 damage.
Okay, so you slice this thing to ribbons and it dies.
Oh, so I will take my hit points. Nice. Okay, and then next, as soon as it dies, I'm going to I think run over to see. So the gorilla's on the other side of the palanquin, right?
Right, but you have plenty of movement.
Right. I probably hear the commotion.
Yes.
So I'm going to, I think, run over to the palanquin and go around.
Okay.
Or up and over, either way. And I'm going to use my bonus offhand attack against him.
Okay. So you still have 2 attacks left.
Yes, I have another action.
Yep.
So I'm using my bonus action to attack the gorilla.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. And then, so, the dog is in melee with
Correct.
the gorilla.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and position myself in flanking position.
Yep, you should have advantage. You're fine.
Okay. Hey, natural 20.
Nice.
All right.
Anderson, did you do
I
that?
sneak attack.
Yes. Could be some ooze damage.
Some Buddha damage.
Buddha damage.
Rogues and wizards.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, plus 24 is 44, plus 8 is going to be
52.
52 plus...
This is your offhand.
This is my offhand, so I don't get the bonus, so...
Correct.
52 damage.
What's he at total?
140.
Oh, yeah, you eviscerated him.
Okay.
You just come right behind him and just stab him right in the back, and he just... and
Okay.
falls over.
And then with my last attack, I'm going to
You would not have enough movement to get to the last guy.
I understand. But Toll the Dead has a range of 60 feet, so I'm going to try and cast that.
Okay, sounds good.
At the guy, and I need a wisdom saving throw from him.
Okay. That's a 19.
19 passes. Alright, I think that's my turn.
Okay.
Kitty died.
Kitty died, and so did the gorilla.
Yeah, Chatz just went on a murder spree.
Good.
Who's next?
Rosemary.
Okay, Rosemary, seeing as her previous guiding bolt did not help, she is just going to run over and try and help Onyx with her scorching cleaver, battle axe. So she's just going to try and swipe at this big boy. That definitely hits for nice damage. So she swipes into him with a good chunk of 15 damage. Plus, she's gonna burn a couple of charges to do some more fire damage with that. 9 more damage. Did you add that?
So 156.
It's looking pretty rough, but not dead. And she is going to... I think she's going to bonus action healing word. Just, to give Onyx some health. There's not a lot, but it's something. Max? Okay. Because he's looking pretty rough. So, she heals him quick, does a couple slashes. That's it. That's what she's got.
Okay. Finnick.
Okay. We'll just take some shots at what's left.
Okay, sounds good.
So first one's 22 to hit.
That hits.
So that would be... Oh, that's not very good. It's like 15 for the first one.
Okay.
And then he'd take another one. It's a 22 as well.
Yep.
And that's just another 7.
178.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, yes.
You just shoot some arrows at it?
Yeah, like,
Kill
are you,
it.
are you specifically trying to target any? Okay, so, yeah, you unload a couple arrows in it, and it, just pierces it straight in both of its eyes.
Perfect.
And as it does, it releases Onyx, and all the mouths go quiet. And it's almost like a serene hearing just nothing for a moment as this thing falls over, and Onyx is standing there, holding his side as his intestines are definitely starting to fall out.
I will. Oh God. I will slide off the top of the pelican and run over to him and pour some healing into him.
Okay, how much are you giving him?
I'm going to give him. Well, I'll give him a cure wounds.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of healing. I'm just a ranger. Ooh, almost max damage. 10.
Okay, sounds good. And as you do, you do see some of his wounds start to heal a bit. He's still looking rough, but not nearly as bad. After.
Yeah, you left what you had for breakfast on the floor. You should go rest in the pelican.
Oh, fuck. I probably should. I can watch Sylris while we're in there.
Yeah, that's a good idea. He needs a guard in the pelican.
Yeah, and as you look around, all of the elvish guards that are around the pelican are gone. They are either have perished or they have not returned from the skirmish. But you also don't hear anything coming from that skirmish.
Our numbers are low.
Yes. But you are out of combat at the moment, and you see directly in front of the palanquin is a large clearing with a gigantic black tree.
Yeah.
Because that's the color of the ooze.
I'm going to cast Mending on Caius.
Okay, sounds
and
good.
also tell him to go initiate a repair phase. So
He has built-in healing, yes.
Oh, okay.
You can guard the Roll 2.
Oh, that was close. Okay, so yes.
I'll let you roll your healing. Does anyone else want to be doing anything?
Finish on the bodies that we need.
Clearing. Take a breather as the haste wears off.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you'll,
yeah.
you'll get stunned.
How'd you like that licorice?
It's invigorating.
Then it's not.
And then it's not.
That's BreezeSong family recipe.
That's where I know the fucking name from.
What? What name?
Your family does not leave the drug business.
Ha! Your kingpin.
I mean,
Boom, boom, da, 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 da.
honestly, Amethyst's the one who makes them, so, you know, gotta get my stuff.
It's perfect for Rowan.
Rowan, are you okay with being a drug kingpin?
I'm just kind of standing there, like, holding my...
Oh, I don't...
Are you okay? Do you need healing? Rosemary?
I don't think he's around by then.
Rosemary would walk up to you. How rough are you looking? Like, are you, like, bleeding out? Are you...
Definitely a little less than half.
Okay, she will dump a Cure Wounds into you. It's her last 3rd level spell, though.
I'll come slap you too.
So this is...
Just slap him.
Yeah,
That's all she's gonna do.
Oh god, I rolled minimum damage. You get 3 health.
Sweet.
Good thing she rolled much better. 15 plus 4 is 19 plus 5. So 24. 24.
You get 3 for me. That's so much.
Thanks. Feeling much better, thank you.
You're welcome. I did my best.
I don't know, guys.
I
I was
think
getting hurt.
these healing drugs that my family grew are starting to wear off. Maybe I need to harvest some more.
Okay, so healed up a little bit. What else are you guys doing?
Everybody else okay? How are you?
I'm doing okay. I have my blade gave me some help. And
Okay.
Fine.
You and I were up there
Yeah, I
together.
don't
the
know
whole
why
time.
they keep
Three
it here.
Stick together more often.
It seems to work.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm opening the door.
What?
To the tree? Or the, oh.
There isn't a door yet. You don't.
Oh.
You don't see a door.
Okay. I was
We
like,
can
God,
have
he's
him
going.
Into the clearing.
There isn't a very large clearing. The palanquin
Yeah.
would
Are
just
there
sit-
any
Yeah.
living guards left?
I mean, you don't see any in the nearby
I can do
vicinity.
things. Just-
I think I'm going
These
to.
guards are shit.
They're elves. What do you expect?
Damn.
I'm gonna stealth up
Okay.
behind the trees, and just kind of inspect the clearing and see if there's anything else
Okay.
in here besides a giant tree.
Sounds good. So, as you start making your way closer, go ahead and roll me stealth, please.
Yeah.
Of course, it's going to be super high. I don't know why I asked him to roll. It's fine.
No.
Yeah, the minimum I can roll for stealth is 24.
What'd
I
you roll?
rolled a 19, so
Okay, so very, very high.
yes, yes.
You just don't want to do the math. It's fine.
I mean,
A
I
19
don't know.
succeeds.
Yes, you're fine. So everyone forgets Chatz exists for a moment as you stealth your way up, following the tree line, and as you get closer to the, I'm assuming you're getting closer to the big black tree that's dripping with ooze.
yeah. So I'm there's a clearing, so I want to kind of get to the edge of the clearing and kind of inspect and see if there's any more creatures around, or if there's any other notable things in this clearing besides a giant, big, foreboding tree.
Right. So you quickly and quietly approach this clearing. You don't see anything in the nearby vicinity, but something in your bag starts to hum and vibrate a little bit.
Okay. I'll reach in and summon whatever is humming.
You probably don't remember this, but a long, long time ago, you got a small...
Silverware from Barovia.
Oh my
What?
god.
Silverware from
Again!
Barovia.
No. Not that far along. Not that long ago. You got a small little tool compartment thing that you can change the numbers and letters on.
Oh, yeah.
That is starting to glow with energy.
Cryptid. Okay.
Yes.
How many like numbers and letters were on it?
No, let me double check.
Or like how many spaces?
6.
6 spaces. I'm gonna try and put in like forest.
Okay. So you quickly turn the letters, and as you do, you can hear like clicking inside of it, and like that hum gets slowly like louder and quieter depending on how you
Right.
Just lockpick it.
well, there's no like lockpicking
No, but
tools.
it's like a lockpick.
It's
though.
similar.
Right.
It's a
Use
similar
that knowledge,
idea.
like,
Yes.
Okay.
Safecracker.
But you're putting in that forest word, and you try and open it, and it doesn't budge. And you hear like you feel like a.
Yep. I'm going to like start with the first letter and start turning it until I feel like it's like blowing and buzzing the hardest and try and figure out what letter it is.
Okay. Are you just gonna try and brute force it, or do you you have any other words you want to try? Because you can definitely brute force it. Like obviously there is some sort of mechanism that you can figure out. But if you have any other ideas for words, it would be faster.
Right. How about Ockrel?
How do you spell Ockrel?
Well, the way I have it spelled is AHKRUL.
Let me double check the spelling. So you tried that letter combination, and again it goes.
6-letter words. Let's see. Tree is too short. Horde is too short. Zombie?
Okay. Again, you put in zombie, and as you're putting in some of the letters, you definitely do not get the hum that you like. You turn it to Z, and it definitely like dims a bit and humming and O, and
Right.
you definitely don't feel like zombie. And after you finish putting it in, and you're gonna.
Okay.
I will give you a hint. If you can remember when you first got this, you definitely guessed it correctly.
Oh, wow.
If you can remember,
Fuck, really?
you definitely guessed it correctly.
Son of a bitch.
Roll a history, see if you remember.
Way back when.
This was a great idea. Can I roll a history check? Oh, dear.
Am I right?
Maybe, but you can't tell him that.
I'm not. I whispered it over
Yeah.
here. I like. Travis likes challenges. He likes to like. So I'm not
Oh
gonna
my
tell
god.
him. But
Okay, I'm trying to remember when we got. Was this in the other tree?
Yes, it was.
This might have been before we started recording.
no, we were recording. Yeah, because we started recording middle
Uh,
of July. Because that's when we started recording Monster of the Week,
Oh, okay.
and
It was like one
Finnick,
of the earliest
like,
episodes.
like Ember was in the first recordings.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, and that was when Ember.
That was when you
disappeared.
lost Ember. Yep.
shit.
If you want to do a
So
history
it's
check,
probably like 10 months ago.
right? If you want to do a history check, you can. I will say it's a high DC considering it's been several weeks since
Let me
that.
see, she looked at me.
Right.
Okay, I probably won't make it.
You can try.
Yeah, I'll try it.
You can
Whatever.
certainly try.
Oh, that was almost a 20.
It
It was a 4, so...
Unfortunately, you can't quite remember, but thinking about
Marita? I turn her around to Marita.
okay, so as you're putting in the first letters M, A, R, all of them hum the loudest you've ever heard them hum. And as you finish putting in the A, it hums to life. And as you do, yes, it is just a vibrate. You're right. The tree on the opposite side of this clearing, you can see now some of the black ooze starts to shake off as an opening appears.
I found the door.
A voice comes out of the forest out of nowhere.
Yeah, because you stealth. They don't know where the fuck you are. You guys just hear.
Hi. Sorry, I'm over here.
Ah, there it is.
Rosemary? Oh,
I see no one missed me. I opened the door on the tree.
Are we going into the tree?
I feel like...
Wait, Sylris, are we going into the tree?
Are you? He's inside. So are you just like yelling through the door?
That was the door I opened.
Oh, okay.
You opened the door to him. So you have the door flung open, and Sylris looks terrified. He's like, I wasn't expecting this much resistance. Maybe you should go and investigate. And
it's clear now. But what was the first experiment you had?
Well, we were gonna try and light it on fire and see if that worked.
Great first step. What's after that?
Well, we were gonna just continue to cycle through the elements and see if, ice or poison, and like you can definitely see he didn't really think much of this through.
I'm gonna walk back and I'm going to ask him, what was Dominic talking about? Some stone. What was he referencing?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Please be honest with us. We were in the same room.
He wanted some gemstone or something. You can obviously tell he's lying.
Yeah.
Like,
if you're just honest with us, we might get out of here alive.
It doesn't pertain to the tree. Don't worry about it. It's not.
What does it pertain to? Obviously, it mattered enough that he put it out on the table when you were trying to negotiate.
Roll me a persuasion.
Don't be. Persuasion. 13.
He looks at you and he looks you up and down, and he looks at the rest of the group, and you can definitely see he wants to tell you, but he holds back, and he says, I don't know you all from highway robbers. I can't trust you with that type of information.
All your men are dead.
I know you saved my life, but that is a matter of life and death. I will potentially take that to my grave. And he looks over at Onyx, and he has a very meaningful don't fucking say anything type of glare at him.
I look at Onyx and I give him the I'm gonna kick your ass until you tell me older sister look.
He's not making eye contact with any of you because Onyx is holding his side still in a lot of pain.
Dude, all your people are dead. You realize that, right? They're all gone. They're all dead. Their bodies on the floor. They are now fertilizer. You would be fertilizer too if we weren't here?
Perhaps.
No, definitely.
I watched him put that stone while he was putting the map away, right?
No, you do not see a stone in the satchel.
So, hypothetically, if we were to force you to come into the tree with us,
oh god, no.
We wouldn't need that stone at all.
No.
We could survive without that stone.
Correct. That is of no use to you here.
Okay, then come along with us.
No, there's no way going.
Die out here.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna die out here.
There's definitely going to be more of these.
We'll die in there.
Well, you'll at least be with us. We saved you once.
They'll leave the palanquin alone. It's fine.
Maybe he wants to be fertilizer.
Maybe.
Should we just kill him?
I thought it was your job to make sure he didn't die.
It's his job to make sure he doesn't die.
That's who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
Killing him does you absolutely no good.
Well, him breathing isn't doing us much good right now either.
Hurt him a little bit.
What about his legs? He doesn't need those.
Right? He looks terrified at this point, as you guys are basically surrounding him.
Here's the point, good sir. You either come with us, or I fail my goddamn mission here. And I am not about to start failing today.
What if you just leave your dog thingy to guard us? Would that...
He is not a dog thingy. His name is Caius.
Whatever that thing is, I'm not going in that tree.
But you wanted to come to the tree.
You wanted to destroy this.
Yeah.
You can't destroy it from your pelican. What if we leave? What are you going to do then?
He looks terrified. Roll me intimidation. One of you.
Who's
I
more
will.
intimidating?
No, you're not talking. These two are talking.
Are you more intimidating than me? I'm not very intimidating. I am a small blue girl.
I don't know.
I have a +3.
Well, I don't. So.
Do we give each other advantage?
You can give each other advantage, yes.
I'll just
Which
give you advantage,
whoever.
But I've been rolling like absolute trash.
Oh yeah, that's true.
While they're doing that, I'm going
That's
to
16.
cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
And see what I
19.
see.
Okay. So the
23.
palanquin itself is
22.
obviously magical.
Yeah.
All of you guys would be glowing. You don't see anything like other than you probably see like spell components and shit on him, but not like magical stuff. Like he doesn't have any magical items or anything on him. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary from what you already knew about for detect magic. Your intimidation.
22.
He looks terrified at this point, and like you can definitely see the stoic expression he's used to having is crumbling. Like he looks at all of you and just looks at Onyx. If I tell you what the stone is, will you let me stay here?
No.
But you can tell us anyway.
No, because if I let you stay here, you're going to die, and I need that again. I need that to not happen. So you're coming with us.
But what about him? And he gestures to Onyx. He's in no fighting shape either.
Well, he's probably dead anyway.
Excuse me?
Sorry.
I mean, how do you know I'm not just going to die in there?
I can only say this to you so many ways. I'm here to keep you alive.
You're probably safer in there with all of us than alone out here. Onyx, you're a paladin, right, buddy?
Yeah.
Don't you have healing magic?
A little.
Why don't you just, solder your guts back inside of you?
I mean, I could. I mean,
Then you're not.
I don't get very much of that every day, you know.
I know, but you're coming inside with us too. You're gonna stay back and you're gonna watch him. But you can't stay out here either.
Oh Lord. He looks really rough.
He's above half. I'll give you that. Like he's definitely not like bleeding out, but he looks rough.
I'm gonna help him out a bit.
What do you?
I'm spending 4 key points
Oh.
in my gloves
Okay,
to give him some help.
sounds good. You say you're laying on hands,
Yeah,
essentially.
basically. He regains 13.
I'll do this. I'll put my hand on him too, and I'll cast Cure Wounds at the first level.
Okay, go ahead and roll some mods.
Oh, that's not bad. You got 8 more.
Like, that definitely helped him quite a bit. He is looking much better as he is able to, like, now stand up and, like, limp, and he puts his arm around Sylris and says, I don't think they're going to let us stay. I'm sorry, sir, but you're probably safer in there with us. Assuming it's not, a real shit show in there, but I guess we'll see.
There's a shit show everywhere around here.
Yes. Also, just don't get yourself mixed up in if there is anything in that. Just stay back.
I'll try my best.
You all said you lost your adopted brother in
Oh yeah,
one
don't
of
touch
these?
anything. Don't touch anything in there. That's how Ember got sucked into a mirror portal to the 9 houses.
Don't touch anything and don't look at mirrors.
Okay. And Onyx is like, I wasn't planning on it, but cool.
I wasn't talking to you, Onyx, but I'm glad that you're going to follow the rules as well.
Okay. So is the plan everybody, including Sylris and Onyx, are making their way in with you?
Yeah, we're all going into the tree.
Okay, sounds good.
With the puppy?
With the
Puppy
puppy.
too.
Sounds good.
Everybody goes in the tree.
I think I'm gonna hang back and wait for everyone, including Sylris and all that, to go forward.
Sounds good.
And then as soon as Sylris is out of eyesight, I want to take out the Wand of Secrets and flick it at the Palanquin.
Okay, so you, everyone makes their way in. Chatz hangs back, and as you how many? It just reveals any secrets, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you flick it, and you see a seamless I can't think of the right word. Like a trap door opens up right underneath the seat, like in the floor, and there is a pretty large looking wrapped item.
I pick it up.
So you grab it. It's huge. Like this thing is like as big as your head. But it's wrapped in like a cloth. It feels really smooth. Like you can feel it through the cloth a bit.
I'm gonna just peek into the cloth and see what's underneath.
It looks like a large gemstone of some sort, with like intricate, like silvery claw around it. Is like a blue, purplish green.
Okay.
You've never seen anything like this in your life. You have no idea what this is.
I hurriedly wrap it up and shove it in the fucking bag.
Okay, sounds good.
And close the trap door. So, and then I'll rush and join the party.
Sounds good. Okie dokie. So everyone makes their way down. There's like a slope down into what looks like, again, this dark ichor that covers the walls. It's like a long, wide cave system that goes underneath this tree. But as Chatz is the final one through, the entrance closes behind you. And that is where we're going to end it for tonight.